good scooters.
Oh, good evening. How you doing, guys? Welcome to Gas Racing. We've taken over a little bit here. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm on good medication. Nothing a bit of lamb can't fix, to be honest with you. Robert Velasco,
man.
how are you?
Bro.
Speaking of lamb, he's Vic.
I can't move, man. I'm gonna lie down, I can't move.
We've just started, but you can't move.
Oh my God.
I feel a bit better. I'm on big antibiotics, thanks to my doctor.
Do you know what's going on downstairs there?
You're enjoying
I think
yourself.
I've had probably about 12 or 13 lamb souvlaki.
I just heard you
I'll tell you
talking
what,
about
mate.
converters.
Converters?
Yeah.
Paul Moore will tell you about converters. What
Paul Moore and you were talking about converters.
Oh, he we enhanced on a great story, but I'll save that for later. But geez, Po Tung, man. And the guys here at Gas, haven't they put on a fucking barbecue downstairs? Oh my God.
I'll give you guys a
I think I'm gonna
tour
faint.
later on, but big shout out to Jackie, who I believe from what I've been
honestly,
told
I don't feel good. I don't think I can do the show.
is the
I've overeaten, man.
is the main person who runs everything.
I haven't eaten, man. I've eaten a bit, but anyway, sorry to cut you off.
Have you
there.
eaten?
I've eaten. I had
No,
12.
I'm just giving a shout out to Jackie, who's done so much for.
Oh, look at this, mate. They've set up the office here.
Just so you know, she's even put like USB lanyards for us, and we've got a table with.
You know what's in here, eh? Yeah, if you need the tune up, mate, it's on here, mate.
Yeah, you
so
just
basically
you
you
got to
do
pay
is you do this,
Paul Moit for that, but
you do that,
elite
and
race
you
parts.
put it in there, control up. That's the accuracy I use, control up.
Oh, you guys have got to see this. Like there's
Control up, accuracy, huh?
There's a Fueltech giveaway section here, but it's got a little pot plant, beautiful plant there. I'm sure Jackie did that.
Oh, look at that. There's about half a dozen shirts, caps,
there's a
couple of packages there.
I'm still in that red hat. I'm just telling everyone.
Take it easy, big chief. Take it easy, man.
That precision.
Take it easy, big chief.
The precision there with a beautiful lotus flower.
Yeah, man, I'm big chief. Yes, yeah. Sorry, mate. Here we go.
Yeah, I am.
Nah, Sam's been good, guys. So
been
you're
good.
gonna have to bear with him, man. He's had a couple of rough 3 days there,
It's
but
gonna be the Vic show tonight.
the big show. The big show's gonna be me stacking up all those lucky sticks. But no, I've had about a dozen there, and my God.
So
amazing.
who's joined us? Guys, just also a big thank you to everyone that tuned in last episode. It was just a very relaxed episode, and obviously we got a huge amount of feedback and some really good things happening in the sport, and we're really proud to be a small part of it, and we love all the support. That episode so far has had in excess of 14,000 views so far, in excess of 740 comments. So
I think
we
that
love
was
the
a great
engagement.
episode, mate. It was nice, we were relaxed, just have a bit of a chin wag. A bit of controversy as always, a couple of rules and things,
I
but
like the setup here.
that's what it's about, you know, interacting with people and getting people on board, mate. There's,
Jackie
the
and
guys out
Joe have just treated us like royalty here. I'm loving that.
there. Oh,
This is just crazy. We're going to come to gas more often, to
the
be
air
honest with you.
conditioning here is climate controlled, and
Oh.
I think there's a Fueltech controller on there or something.
There's a
So,
Fueltech controller
Is that
here.
a Fueltech aircon unit? Nah, it's.
And Paul Moit, like in the back, he's just
Yeah.
adjusting the Fueltech
I
controller.
think the Fueltech socks are coming out for Christmas as well.
Nathan
So,
Gosen, good evening,
There you
sir.
go.
How are you? Paul Moit's watching. George Faul,
Faul.
how are you?
Johnny Ricker's on.
He's not hungry. He's hangry normally, but now he's hungry, which is a good thing.
No, I've had 12 with lucky sticks, man.
That backwards radial in the background's gonna kill me. They didn't know that we've changed these things to backwards. So again, thank you to Power Cruise, Power Play in Queensland, 8th of Feb. Thanks to
Australian Muscle Car Sales and Archie's Burgers, and let me tell you, if we run out of food, Peter Palekas will be here at 10 o'clock tonight with 100 patties, and he will do cheeseburgers. You think I'm joking? Run out of fuel, yeah, exactly, food, and watch what happens. And of course, our good old Speedy Diffs, who's probably going to start working about an hour and finish about 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
no, he's watching a movie tonight.
Is
But
he?
Anyway, we still support Speedy. Even though Speedy supports other
jeez.
fuckwits.
No.
Now, I shouldn't go into swearing because
you said fire trucks there. We're keeping this clean, the show.
Go get themselves fucked, a whole lot of them.
Tony Cassiotis is on.
Brett
Curran,
Curran,
George Antios.
7 Axis, how are
Brett
you, man?
Curran, all the way from New Zealand, mate.
Joe
Great to have you
man,
on,
you're
mate.
the man. Velastro, got to
Oh,
get him
Velastro,
on,
mate. Baddest man.
Stop hiding Velastro.
Baddest man, aspirated man.
Fucking baddest Holden engine in the world.
One plastic engine,
That's
destroying
it.
lives. Is that on 235?
Ray Silvera, how are you? I'm surprised you're not at that movie night.
Andrew Hawkins is on. Jeez, isn't he doing some stuff in the radio world?
Actually, Hawko's going to join us. We've got some announcements later on.
We might have Fueltech as a bit of a sponsor coming on board with that too, I believe.
All right, so big thank you to Po Tung and the gas racing crew, Joe, Jackie, Po, Paul Moit.
Jeez, I've just had some comments come through. George Batata saying machetes are getting sharpened. So translating, the machetes are getting sharpened. So if there's any spies out here already on tonight, you know, we love you because you make us great, man. You know what I mean? So everybody's welcome, all walks of life on the show tonight.
Now, since our last episode,
jeez.
just to cover off some things, Vic and I went to the Breast Cancer Foundation and handed over the cheque. Much to the dismay of some of the haters, they thought we were actually going to bank the fucking thing, apparently.
Jeez, don't get me started with that. That is, look, guys, I mean, I'm not going to be negative about it, but look, just because we're doing something you guys wouldn't do, don't say stuff like that. Don't be a scumbag, don't be a grub, mate. Have respect for charities and what people are doing out there on the grounds that, God forbid, mate, if you or your family, mate, have has to go through anything like what myself and the rest of the world and people go through. So, you know, a big thank you to all the guys that came there and did it. We're a small community, but you guys came through and, you know, at the end of the day, mate, over $25,000 donated to the Breast Cancer Foundation. So thank you for everybody. Fantastic.
Absolutely. So we're just going to cover off a little bit about what we're doing. We're going to have the very famous Joe of Gas Racing who's going to pull up Po Tung's. Are we going to get a dyno run? Or?
Maybe we should get a dyno run organised or something. Reckon we get some car pulled up in here or something? Or, I mean, I know barbecue's good, but
You've
we've
got to
see
ask
horse
Joe
crowd
if we
food.
can pull up a car.
Let me send a
Would
text
you guys
out
like
and
to
see
see
if
a
they can put a car on
car
there.
pulled up?
Does everybody know where we are?
Well,
Can someone say, like, text us, where are we? We're at 2J Central. Does everybody know where the hell we are tonight?
so we've had the lovely Jackie organise all these beautiful things, and there's a table full of salads and barbecue going crazy, and mate, there's prize giveaways, and the place is just immaculate here. So
I've just sent a message to Joe there. Can we get a car on the dyno? Let's see
Ilya,
what he says.
we love you, mate. Thanks for all your support, brother. You know we mean
Who's
that.
that? Elias Milky.
George, I'm not the best, but I'm pumped full of medication, so I'm pushing through because
Yeah, don't come and kiss me, man.
the team at Gas really went all out for us, so I couldn't let them down, and it's actually beautiful to be here. They've got a fantastic facility, guys. If you haven't been here, is it Albert Street or?
Sorry, hold on. What street are we here? What street are we here? My God,
Oh, no,
apologies, man.
I know you had it.
No, it's Arnold.
Place, yeah.
I keep thinking of the old place. My bad, guys. 11 Arnold Place, Wetherill Park. Gas
They're in
Market.
Wetherill Park, guys. Honestly, the shop can do everything. They've got some of the fastest race cars of Australia in this shop, which we'll give you a shop tour later, and you'll see that.
Hopefully we get the dyno on.
They do street
Oh,
cars.
here we go.
They do street cars.
Yep, they're putting the car on.
Oh, they're going to put a car
Putting the car on as
All
we
right, well,
speak.
guys, like and share. There's going to be a car and gas racing happening.
They're putting it on.
Jenny's saying we need to discuss the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room.
Who's the elephant in the room?
Yeah. She might be referring to the Breast Cancer Foundation issue there, but I don't think we should get into that. We'll stay positive this evening. I won't stoop that low yet.
Oxygen thief any more. Yeah, we need to discuss the elephant. They're fortunate to survive cancer. Awesome to see people going back. We try our best. Thank you so much. So we're going to go for a shop tour there. Then we're going to speak to Frank. We're going to have Paul Moit on as well, and we're going to give some stuff away. So if you guys aren't too far from Wetherill Park, or you're willing to travel to Gas Racing, and that's Gas Racing, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it's Gas Racing.
Correct.
On Facebook as well. So look them up, guys. But if you're willing to travel, then there are some giveaways that I believe the Gas Racing team and Paul Moit's organised as well. We're going to have Simon Kroger on a little bit later on to discuss the race idea that we threw out there that he just made happen. Did you know that?
Oh, mate, well, let me tell you something. You can't sit on your ass, you've got to do something, get bums on seats. That's what it's about.
Well,
Get
Christ,
and get the guys to the track. It's exciting stuff. Slicks versus Radials.
Well, he's going to do it.
You tell me.
Well, we told him to do it, and Craigs is doing it. So left lane
Could have
Slicks,
been the next best thing
right
to
lane
slice bread.
Radials, and Slicks versus Radials, Sydney Dragway coming up thanks to Power Cruise Promotions, and it'll be 8th mile.
Wrong with your brung.
250, I reckon. They should do 250 entry fee, or maybe 400,
I think 500, mate. Big pot there, mate.
And then 250 of that goes to the win.
Some of these blokes on sticks will bring down everything but a goddamn jet plane engine, and that won't save them. But anyway,
So 500 by 64 cars is 16 grand for the win.
I think it can be done. I think it'll be exciting.
You
Slicks
do
versus
that.
Radial. I hope we've got enough slick cars out there. Jeez.
Well,
Jeez, what's going to happen there?
We're converting them one by one, to be honest with
Well,
you.
gumboots to the back. I mean, what are you going to say? Paul Moore ran 5. Did he go 560?
Hold on.
There?
Stop the
Oh, he
press.
ran a 58. He ran a 58 on slicks, but you know, what's to say wouldn't have gone a 40 on Radials? But anyway, I'm just throwing it out there.
We've got Mick
You know,
Jack.
less rolling resistance. You guys are all champions and professors out there. But anyway, sorry, Sam, go on.
We've got Mick Jack joining us from Africa.
Brother, welcome. Welcome. What time is it
He's
over
working
there?
hard. Can't wait to get back to God's country.
Oh,
so he's
mate.
obviously an Aussie, but he's
Look
in
at that, mate.
Africa.
We've got guys from New Zealand, guys from the US.
Mick-
Keith very tuned in this episode.
Mick, do we need some Fueltech to head to Africa? Can we get stuff sorted in Africa? Absolutely. If you need Fueltech, Mick, PM us. We'll put you on to the gas racing and Paul Moit crew here, and they'll make it happen. Ray, hey, what's happening, Ray? I'm sure you're speaking to Vic there, where you say, "Hey, handsome."
Yes, sir.
Tony Grigich, the ghost who walks. He's got some big news in a.
All right, hashtag gumboots. Yeah, I heard he's going Radials too, mate.
He's going Radials for sure. Why would he not go Radials?
Well, it's only the
Peter and E.
progression,
Duffy,
isn't it?
how are you? Big
Great
shout out from
Campbell.
RX Nation live feed the boys.
Well, we're at
RX
2JC
Nation, how
Central
are you?
Road, Central, so we're doing our 2020 World Tour early, actually.
I think
We're visiting a lot of shops next year, by the way, Sam.
I think RX Nation is plugging us up here. So big shout out to the whole RX Nation, and obviously we're big Rotary fans, especially on Radials. And Vic, there was a Rotary, and I know it's a competing shop as well. So no disrespect to the Gas family here, but there was an RX.
Yes, there was. God RX2.
On bloody 20.
20-inch radials, man.
That was
It's
crazy.
got to be worth a fucking damn mention, mate. 20-inch radials. The guy's knocked off an 860 at 155 mile an hour. Just repeating, that's on a 20-inch radial. Man, like, the thing looked like it was on licorice, but hey, he got the job done. So big shout out to the boys there. Well done. Well done to the shop and Dom involved there. Absolutely, man.
So-
Fine, great work there, man.
So
Getting
we're
it done. Radials to the front.
we try and be as impartial as possible. I believe that car's prepared by Pack Performance, and number plate is God RX2. What's the gentleman's first name?
Dom.
Dominic.
Dominic.
Dominic, and he's got 20-inch radials. So well done to Dominic.
20-inch radials, man. Unbelievable.
We would be remiss if we did not cover off what happened on Friday. We had an impromptu visit to the racetrack on Friday, where we
Weren't
saw.
people out there swinging for the hills on Friday?
My God, you had Anthony Matuk absolutely swinging for it. That guy does not give a fuck completely, man. Like,
Him and
Second-
Dale Hillier and Nathan there with the RX3 going back pound for pound on the radial record on 275.
he was
Not a 315 car, 275
on
car.
275.
Yeah, but taking out the 315 boys.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
going on there?
Oh, mate, this is what I'm saying, man.
What is going on there?
Unless-
You can't tell me guys aren't swinging for the hills.
Unless you are Paul Moit going for door slammer championships.
Well, he did say he was going to come out. I will say that. I'm going to hold him to it. So, you know, anyway, where is he? He's got to come out with that fucking thing.
There may be a different car. Who knows?
Yes.
We can't get into the world of Paul Moit.
You know what? I can't breathe right now. It's getting hot. It's like an aeroplane, man. I need the oxygen mask.
Another t-shirt.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Well, there you go. There you
Special
go.
delivery for
There you
me.
go. Look at that. You asked for some oxygen, and here you go. There's a Fueltech shirt. There you go.
Oh, you finally got one. Well done.
Hey, look at that. Did they make them for men? Anyway, I mean, this is a little bit small, you know. But guys, we've got some Fueltech shirts getting handed
Yeah,
out here.
we've got plenty of these to give away this evening.
How are we going to give them away? What are we going to
Here's what
do?
we're gonna
Is it the first people that get it or something? What are we
No,
doing, man?
they've got to like. They've got to like the Gas Racing Facebook page, and they got to like Elite Race Parts. And if you can screenshot it and send it to us, then the first ones that do that will.
Gas Racing and Elite Race Parts.
That's right.
You'll receive your Fueltech package.
So we've got.
What else have we got there? What comes with these packages? What comes with these? Are we giving these separately or giving
So
these?
we've got
together?
we've got 2 hats ready because I'm still in the red one.
There's 3 hats, 3
Oh,
shirts,
okay, 3 hats, 3 shirts.
3 hats, 3 shirts.
and then 1 precision of each.
And we've got
Okay.
a precision
So just-
hat and t-shirt, right? So we've got 4 hats to give away, 4 t-shirts. There's a wristband and a set of sunnies. So there's going to be some great stuff to give away
That's
as well,
over
guys.
$250 value there, mate.
Elias, thank you. Don Perry as well was his
What's
name.
going on there?
Um,
I'm still wearing my one with oil stains on it, the long shirt from what?
Colin, Mr. Jamboree,
that,
how are you,
60
sir? I hope you and the family are well. Where's the cows? Oh man, they've all been eaten downstairs.
Yeah.
Um,
The beef's been taken down, so the
Po-
shirt, man.
Po's
Don't you
flat
worry
out
about
on
that.
the Po's flat out on the barbecue.
So how do we win a shirt? Sorry. How do we win a shirt? How do we get a shirt out?
They got to like the Gas Racing Facebook page.
Right.
They got to like Elite Race Parts, and if they screenshot that and send it to us, then they can win a. They can win
So
a prize.
shirt and hat there, and
Shirt and hat.
there's
All right,
a Precision Turbo special package for the end.
Dale Duffy, you legend.
Dale Duffy,
Where's
mate.
the cows? Love
He's
the
got
shirt.
radios
No,
that
the cows
much, don't
have
worry
been
about
eaten.
that.
I'll have a hat. You'll have a hat. You better come down here, mate.
Simon Krieger, mate. You got nitrous or what's going on there, man? I heard you putting a turbo on or something, man. A couple of precisions are going on, man, on that Tirana, man.
Derek Conroy, I know someone who may be able to put together some wild race ideas and make the format work. Ask Poe. Poe,
We've just
Who's-
been asked the question. and
who's
Poe's just
Derek
said
Conroy?
Derek
Yeah.
from the racetrack.
Oh yeah, we know Derek. Oh,
We know
as,
Derek.
as in Derek from Sydney Dragway.
Yeah.
You reckon? Derek would love to have a chat with Sydney
Oh,
Dragway, to be honest with you. Our last episode, obviously, I don't know if you saw it, Derek, but we were just talking about how to get bums on seats, mate. So that's what we were talking about there. Kay Mackey, how are you? Great radio racer there. George Curry, can you guys talk about workshop wars and how gas racing got robbed? Oh, I don't know anything about that, and probably not, to be honest with you.
we may visit that next episode or something,
I've
but
no idea about that. Dale Duffy, David Moyt's watching absolutely well, legend, mate. Shut your neck.
Can I say this is the first one?
And Mara Velez,
I'm
hello.
getting a little bit hungry. Is any food
What's
coming
going
up?
on?
Hey, there it is.
There you have it now.
Jeez, man. Hey, that's done, mate. Thanks very much to all the guest guys.
Thanks to Jackie.
What is going on here,
Yeah,
man?
Jackie hooked that up.
Only a female can do that work.
Look at that, man. That's gold.
That's for Victor.
All right, Sam, you start talking. I've got a little bit of unfinished business here to do, mate. I will say, mate, I did knock off course with Blackett, but we'll make a start with the...
Good by the Asian, eh?
The Guinness have done a cracker job, mate. Oh, man, mortadella, mate. If you don't know what
So
this
you
is,
got to
mate,
understand, we rocked up here at about 7 o'clock. At
here we
7:10,
go.
it was as if it was planned. There was a tray of lamps with Lucky that came straight from Vic, and they, in an effort just to keep him happy, that's all.
The guys have gone above and beyond here, so... You know, as they should, man. You know, it's like the radio. It sticks. It's going to work. It's like food. It works, mate. You know? So,
You've lost the plot. Absolutely
Anyway.
lost the plot. So I just want to go over the latest results that have happened on the 275 World. So you had Nathan Ferrujovic, who reset the record
He
at
did.
6:55 at 2:18. Now that's
no,
the,
215, was it?
no two. Oh, he went 2:17.9. or something.
Well, okay.
Okay.
They never gave me 159.99. They had a fucking thread on there 10 years ago and they said, he's 159.99160. And all these haters on VL Turbo said no. So I went out around 161. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
10 fucking years ago.
Who cares,
Get
man?
over it, man.
It's history, mate. I was the fucking first, mate. I beat Scotty Cortina to the fours, mate.
Oh
I don't
my
give
God.
a fuck, mate. I did it, mate. I was there. Anyway, go on.
Speaking of Cortina,
Anyway.
he's going to be on the show later.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah, right.
He knows who I am.
Is Zoran doing a skid? I don't know. Tell him to get a 2J.
Zoran doing
Ready
skid.
and
No, the
doing
guys are
skid.
fever. Look, I've just got a message there. They're nearly ready to go in the dyno there, apparently.
Oh,
So.
okay, all right. Well, they're going to.
Hey, I wonder what it is.
I don't know. They've got a car, yeah?
They've got a car.
Okay, so
nearly
there's
done.
going to be a car get dyno. What's the news on Barnett's cats, as in cars?
Cats.
I'm not sure that.
This mortadella's off tap.
But it's car's repaired and it's come back out.
Yeah? All right.
We've just crossed the
So-
sideline. I told him to go here, mate, and he's just told me that the car's getting repaired and coming back out to do damage. Thank you for the info
Flash
there.
scores around the grounds
Flash
for Paul
scores
Moy
around the
Racing. Paul Moy, Elite Race Parts over there, just giving us the update.
Dwayne Bailey, that's the best comment of the show. You're the man, Vic, to the front.
Barnett's
Nah,
car's
I'm
repaired.
just the backyard, mate. I've got a good
Okay, can I get back to this, please? The RX3 went a 655, and then Matuk, absolute mad dog, with a boost cut at the 1,000-foot mark times 2.
I don't know why it would have the boost cut in it, but then again, he might have had it at 80 or 90. I don't know, but anyway,
It would-
turn the fucking thing off, and he did.
It hit boost levels at
From a 665, run a 657.
657, right?
So he's chasing GDR world record. He's chasing every
Okay,
record
so
radial under the sun. So
He would be very close to being So I think Nicky's still the fastest import on a quarter,
Correct.
but he's like right there. I believe he's the third fastest GDR in the world.
Correct.
He's now
54 is the magic number for all the records, believe it or not.
I
But I can assure you, he's probably going to go a bloody 40.
believe
It's pretty amazing.
he's third radial outlaw in the quarter. I think Pazzo went at 56, yeah?
A 56. Geez, what did Pazzo go back then? 658, I think.
Oh, 658. Okay, so
658,
he's second.
227 that day were there. It's going back.
Pazzo's got the mile an hour. You won't.
227.
227, man.
That thing was eating, man. You need to have a few more uses to catch that, but the ET's there for the taking, mate. I'll leave you with that. 600 gas probably won't catch it, but then again, hey, who am I, man? I'm just a backyarder.
But Anthony Matuk was on the back wheels, like the front two wheels were in the air for the first 60 feet, heading towards the wall. The guy was still flat to the boards.
Great footage from FPV, Mark.
Yeah,
Wilkinson
Mark,
there, mate. Get on
big
there and watch it, mate.
big
That
shout
guy-
out.
Nobody works harder than that guy. If it wasn't for that guy out there that does, mate, and for what he does for everybody, mate, we'd have nothing. So big shout out to Mark at FPV there. Amazing, stellar job covering all the records in the action. Sorry, guys, you'll have to forgive me. The Swiss cheese is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I've got voice problems. This guy's eating Swiss.
Look at
cheese.
these olive oil. Look at these olive things, mate. This is we use this extra virgin olive oil in my engine from these olive oils, mate.
If Big
Oh.
Leo sees what you're eating, he will eat the plate as well. Big
Unbelievable.
Leo, he's a gentleman of the sport. Hey guys, currently running 28 10.5 pro bracket radials. Can I run them at Kenda meeting at Sydney? I'm not sure on the pro bracket in
28
the
10 pro bracket.
Pro bracket radial.
Where is that fitting, mate? 275.
That would be
One day they
275.
measure 28 and a half or something. Well, they are 28 and a half because the 275s are 28 and a quarter roll out. So I don't know. It's a good question.
That's a
we'll
good
have to,
question.
we'll have to go.
If Scotty Harker's on board, he can answer that. I don't know about that, to be honest, Michael.
Who asked that? Michael Little.
Michael Little. Do we have a pen and paper?
We do.
I'm sure you can steal some paper.
There's a few checkbooks here. What's going on here in front of me? No, sorry, I mean,
They're the elite race parts checkbooks.
here we go.
Yeah, just use that.
We'll just use this here.
Use the back of that. That's fine. Nicky Coy, bring it back. Yeah, Nicky Coy's coming back out next year, guys. What is the equipment? I believe it's a 275, man. 10.5, to be honest. Miroslav, good evening. How are you? Big
That's a
shout out
fine
to the
question.
boys downstairs that are watching. Po, you're a legend, mate, and I believe Dominator Race Engines is here as well. Yeah,
Yeah, mate.
guy's a gentleman.
100%.
Yeah, apparently he called you out. Fucking race you in the
called me
face.
out?
Yeah.
I'll be there tuning his shit.
You gonna tune it?
100%. Russell's, mate, one of the good guys of the game, mate.
Russell's a legend, mate. Scott Betts, absolute legend of the sport. Righto, where's Craigs? Let's get him on.
I heard he's bolting a turbo on.
Oh, that's nice. Went a bit brighter. He's all
What
happy
happened
with
there?
it.
Vic is not angry yet, but what's going on here? We've got Miro, mate, on the
Oh, here we go.
Outlaw Drag Boys.
Guess
Extreme.
what?
Let me turn the plat around, man. It's half gone, bro. I wonder what's for dessert. Anyway, who's coming on?
What's the story? I can't bring people on live, by the way.
Why?
Look.
Don't do this now.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, come on, man.
Hold on. I didn't touch it.
Come on, man. That's Fueltech. Thank God you're all still there. Sam Scooters, mate, get off the fucking keyboard, man.
Clint Ivory, how are you? You're all still here? Okay, we're going to go down into the dyno room.
We've got Mr. King 235 on. Mr. Ash Mason.
Ash Mason. Ash, have you sold the car? Yeah.
Okay.
Paul Moy's
We're
just going
just
to go.
getting word to see if the dyno's ready. See what's on there.
Paul Moy's going to go check and make sure the dyno's on.
The big block ran over 9,000.
Krieger and a turbo
fuck.
rubbish. Craig Hewitt. Elite race parts to the front, absolutely, guys. We're going to interview Paul live here.
Rob Talevsky, not the Russians. Jeez, man, if we can't get people on, we're going to have dramas. Might have, is it Bill Lutz coming on? Jim, eh?
Potentially, I just want to make sure we're online. You guys can
Yeah,
hear
we
us
are.
okay?
They're probably sick of CJ.
CJ, how are you, man? Legend. Absolute legend, CJ Angel.
CJ.
Everyone can
Good evening.
hear us, see us.
Nathan, mate, with a Capri, put a 235 on it. He's got a fast little radial Capri, just did drag week as well.
So I just did the update on Facebook,
motor.
Vic, as well on the iPad. And it doesn't look as though I can
live video?
No, so we've got a broadcast moment as it happened.
Oh, man.
But it doesn't look like I can bring anyone on.
Oh, bro.
Oh, viewers, yeah.
Why?
No, not happening.
He'll go blown before turbo. 100% great.
No longer for sale, I'm keeping it. Oh, fuck. That's mate.
See you in Sydney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
he's coming for that 60, I reckon.
not worth giving it away, mate, let me tell you.
100%.
Bloody Motec reception. Motec's the best, mate. Fueltech's very good.
No problem with the Motec here, mate.
Absolutely. These guys are Fueltech champions. They do precision turbos here as well at Gas Racing. They've been around for a very long time. We'll interview Joe and again, big thanks to Jackie.
Oh, 2XL, what size is that one there before we start handing them out to Norm?
2XL.
Oh, what's going on here, man?
So we've got some 2XLs here.
And a couple of XLs.
There's some XL. Oh, go check what the sizes are. Go.
Let's see where we're at.
What's the sizes on the precision? I want to be accurate here.
We don't want to transport. We've got an extra large, we've got a medium, and we've got a small. Look at that. Extra large,
so
medium, and small.
There's two 2XLs. There's an extra large, a medium, and a small.
And a large for the precision.
And a large precision. So we're going to give those away.
Yeah. Here you go for the precision.
Try get Anthony on like a few weeks ago. He's here to run a 6.5. Yeah, no, that'll be good. I can't actually bring anyone on today. So anyway, that's good too.
Why? We're going to keep trying. Here's all the precision
That's
gear,
the
man.
precision gear.
Sure.
Come in closer, man. What do you think these people are?
Relax, man. Take it easy, dude. They're watching on their plasmas at home, 80 inches, man. Shirt, hat.
Well, she wasn't complaining
Wrist-
when that happened, eh?
And look at these glasses, man. I tell
What
you
a
what.
money maker.
No,
you
risky
look good.
business.
You look good with those.
Tom Cruise
You
stuff.
need to tax those.
I don't know about that, mate. I don't know about that, mate. That's for a few mad mofos out there.
2XL perfect. Wayne Attenborough.
Like and share, like and
How
share.
far are you from Gas Racing?
Guys in Queensland. No, I'm only kidding.
He might be in Queensland. Speaking of Queensland, Tony Webb, so Webby, who's got the Brown LC Tirana twin turbo, mate, he's just doing a small fundraiser
Yep.
on Facebook. So if you guys can help out, just go to Tony Webby Webb and check him out. He's just got a small fundraiser. He's trying to raise about $5,000 for I think it's children's illness, something that he's doing there.
Mhm.
Big shout out as well, guys, just to our leading sponsors, Australian Muscle Car Sales. They're located in Kingsgrove. Archie's Flame Grilled Burgers, located in Sylvania in Sydney.
Yep.
Just make sure that everyone can see that Archie's Burgers there. And big shout out to Speedy, who's with a bunch of races this evening, but there's a bad apple there. But anyway, we won't even discuss that.
And good old Power Cruise, mate.
Mate, the guys are gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Gup, you're the man. Thanks for making things happen. So guys, support those businesses as well. If you want to grab the things, you've got to come down to Gas. What's the address here?
Number 11. What's the street? Number 11 something place. Arnott. I keep getting out of me. Arnott. Where's the Arnott Biscuits?
11 Arnott's Biscuits Place.
11 Arnott Place, Wetherill Park.
11 Arnott Place, Wetherill Park.
Well,
If you guys want to grab the stuff, you got to come down here.
they're warming up Po's car now. Well, they're warming up.
Whose car?
We just got word they're warming up Po Tung's car.
Oh,
We're going to see, I believe it hasn't even raced for a little while, that car. This is the new combination, is that right? Yeah, I'm just checking. So we're going to see Po Tung Supra getting ramped up on the dyno there, so that should be pretty interesting in the next 10 minutes.
mate, that's
Wow.
cool.
Oh, that's amazing, mate.
I'll end the episode now.
I tell you what, man, let me tell you, this is like Rural Q16. It'll never be beaten.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
I know you busted a few people.
Nah.
Huh?
Listen, I'm not nosy unless people are nosy. I'm going to leave you with that. That's it.
Well, I know that you busted 2 people.
Well, there could be more, but like I said, if we're going to run classes and we're going to have parity, everybody should be checked accordingly, yeah? If I can't run because I've got a 285 and 275, well, you can't run because maybe you got a fucking back half car or a full chassis car, or I don't know, you got a Peckler, or maybe you got the illegal fuel. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there, man. Yeah? If we're all going to race in classes, let's have that parity there. That's all. Let's not single out people. Let's do the right thing, and yeah, let's make Radial racing great again. Well, when was it ever not great? Sorry.
Matt, there is some action about to go down. We're going to go down and join the gas racing.
It's gone is good. Great Hewitt.
Absolutely. I'm on the way. Be there in 5 hours.
Who's that?
Michael Little. Yeah, mate.
Maybe we can send one out to Michael.
All right. Well, hold on. No, who's the guy?
We're running out of foodie, mate.
I've got some V import.
Seven Axis Racing, the boys, mate.
Supra, yeah, absolutely.
Well, it sounds like a dirty 2J starting down there. Who's that? Cheers anyway, boys. Only came out. I don't know what's happening.
Nah, you're alright, mate. Don't worry, man. What size are you, bro? Write this one down. Put Wayne Atterbury, 2XL, for giving this Fueltech one.
He's like and shared the gas racing.
He's going to go now. He's going to
yeah.
like and share gas
Elite race parts.
elite race parts as well, and we'll give him that as well.
It was Wayne.
Wayne Atterbury in Queensland. Like and share the gas racing and elite fuel, elite race parts, please. Yes, we're going to show the dyno live. Absolutely. We're going to go down in about 5 minutes.
We asked for it and the boys have come through, man. Wow, postcard.
No, Vic doesn't need burgers. Show him why you don't need burgers this evening.
Burgers. This is what we got, man. We've got a custom platter that's about a quarter demolished. I've had 12 lambs with luck outside, courtesy of the boys.
There's been lamb
About half a
steaks, there's
dozen
been
Scotch
salads, there's been bread
Po
rolls.
Tung is cooked like a king, man.
And Jackie's done amazingly here.
And I did say, big thank you to Joe and Jackie, mate, for setting it all up. But honestly, I did tell Peter Palekas, if we do run out of food, he's on standby to come down here with 100 patties at 9:30 and he will cook cheeseburgers here.
Oh,
And there we go. And there we go, mate. Look at that. Unbelievable. Ask and you shall receive.
armed and dangerous. All
It's
right.
just like Boost, mate. You just keep upping it.
Thanks, Wayne. Make sure you like and share the Elite Race Parts and Gas Racing family, and you got one of those. Scott Doherty, are you in Sydney, mate? And are you coming to gas? Let's get all these prizes out of the way, so by the time we finish here, Vic, they can come and collect them. Live on the show, we'll go to the couches after this.
I think we will. I don't know what's happened there. You've done a bloody update and the damn thing's not working.
Yeah, we can't bring on guests.
Yeah, it reminds me of a couple of ECU manufacturers that. But anyway, I won't get into that. It's only the truth. Anyway.
I like your favourite line, Vic. How tech works that as a flat tire.
Well, it does, mate. It does. I mean, you know. No, look, whatever works for you, man.
Rossi Perry, absolutely nothing beats the antipasta. Absolutely, man.
Ugh.
Food coma for Vic. I've seen it happen for Vic.
I walked in at the start of the show and I was dead.
They gave him a platter of lamb souvlaki when he first went in. 7 Axis Racing. What size are you, bro?
7 Axis Racing.
Okay, Scott Maguire. What size are you, bro?
He's liked and shared it. He's liked and shared the gas racing
Yeah,
page.
and he sent
He's liked and
photos.
shared the race part, elite
Elite
race parts.
Absolutely. Arkis Melandros. Liked and unboxed you. You know what I mean? Inboxed.
Hold on. 7 Axis, what are we doing? What size are they?
Hold on, my friend.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to access things.
Come on, man.
I'm watching, they haven't replied yet.
Here we go.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Con, can you pick me up an XL? Harley Hamilton. Wayne Bailey. Boys like and share. I can come for short precision pack, double XL. I have a 6870 on my wheel turbo.
He's coming, let him come, bro.
We've got an XL, but it's not a double XL.
You have to
I'll
come
give
here.
it double XL.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on, have we got a double XL or a... Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Okay, so Scott Maguire has liked and shared both. Now, what size are you, Scott? It doesn't say what bloody size.
Wayne Bailey, have you like and shared the gas racing page and the elite race parts?
Hold on.
This is for the precision pack.
Okay, large. Is there a large Fueltech there?
Yes.
Okay, that goes to Scott Maguire. Come down, Scott.
Scott Maguire.
Oh, fuck, he's in Queensland.
Oh, man.
Come on,
You've given
man.
it away. You've given it away.
All right, just give him that. Hold on. Arcus. Where's Arcus based?
Marcus Melandros.
Yeah. Where's he based? He's done it.
Guys, boys.
Arcus, where are you based? You coming down?
11 Arnott Place, Wetherill Park. We'll See the smoke from the lamb ribs going.
Arcus, are you coming down?
All right. There we go. Dwayne Bailey, have you liked and shared? He has. Mate, Dwayne Bailey, you're getting the Precision Turbo Pack, mate.
All right, Arcus, make your way down to Wetherill Park. Come and pick the shit up. You got it. Go.
Dwayne Bailey, where are you, mate? Where you located,
What
Dwayne?
size are you, Arcus? Dwayne, come down. What size are you?
He's in Strathfield, yep. I have
Double
liked and
XL.
shared, boys.
Okay.
I'm in Camden. Dwayne Bailey, you want to come down? You've been 15 minutes, mate. You can have a lamb.
That's for Arcus. Is that double?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's for Arcus.
There you go.
Where's Dwayne Bailey? He's in Camden.
He's in Camden, mate. He's around the corner like Goldmark.
He's a double XL. Is that a double XL that you just brought up?
Yes.
Okay, yep, you got a Precision double XL. Dwayne, come down.
Yep.
Wayne Atterbury's got his, yeah?
Wayne.
Wayne
yes,
Atterbury,
two
yeah.
XL.
We've got you,
So
Wayne.
those two are done.
Wayne, send me
Arthur's
your
got his. Wayne's got his.
send me your address
Wayne's got
details.
his. We'll send that up there to Brizzy. And Scotty Maguire's got the large. And we've got, what have we got? We've got a
Okay, now-
medium and a small.
Hold on, I've got a guy here,
Medium and a small we got.
Ricky Jackson. Okay.
Okay.
Who's Ricky Jackson? You
Ricky
still
Jackson.
watching? 11 Arnott's Place, Wetherill Park. Come down. Ricky Jackson has liked the Elite Race Parts and
What
Gas
size is
Racing
he?
pages.
Medium.
What size are you, mate?
We've got medium and small, is that right?
There's a medium and a small left, I believe.
Jeez, man.
Should be one medium, one small.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So we've got a medium and a small. What size are you, Ricky? Thank you. That's my new hat from now on.
Oh, man. The spoils to the victors.
That's it, bro.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
This is what I'm wearing from now on.
Jeez. Yeah, Chief, take it easy, man. I'll get your torch in a minute too there for Fueltech. Relax, man. They're going to make Fueltech socks
No,
for
I
you,
need,
don't
I
worry.
need the ProTech. The Pro Talk wants to be him. I'm doing my own thing now with
What
Fueltech.
time have we got, by the way? Because we've got a couple of things we...
It's 8:36. We're going on the diner. I just want to give these things away.
Dino's actually ready.
All right, right. Dino's ready to go.
Okay, hold on. We got 2 more shirts to give away.
Andrew Hawkins, I better grab my...
Hawko,
Oh,
I'm
God.
stuffed up tonight, Hawko. I can't bring anyone on, bro.
We're going to try when we come back in about half hour.
I
but-
might have to lock it down and then get back on.
Oh,
Who knows?
man. Scotty Maguire. Dang, Red Hat Mafia. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know how it works.
Oh, mate, Red Shoe Mafia. I was wearing the Nike Red stuff there.
All right, we've got 2 more. We've got 2 more
Back in
t-shirts
the
to give
day.
away. All right.
Who was it?
We've got 2 more t-shirts and 2 hats to give away. Ricky Jackson. I don't know. He hasn't come back.
Ricky Jackson. We've got a small and a medium, guys.
Small and medium. What are we doing?
Well,
All right, Ricky Jackson's not responding. Aaron Hughes, he's liked and shared the gas racing and elite race parts. So, Aaron, what size are you, mate? Are you coming down? Dwayne Bailey's on the way.
Dwayne Bailey's on the way, mate. That 6870 is going to be wound up, mate, coming down the M5 like a mofo. Anyway. Who we got? We've got a medium and a small, guys. We need to wrap it up now. 'cause we are
Arcus
going
is
to the
coming.
diner.
Okay, Ricky Jackson's not. Aaron
I'll be
Hughes
there
is
in
on
20.
entry.
Will, who's that guy? Will Primierano.
Okay, Will, for the medium. All right, done. Like and share bar. You got to like and share.
We can see it. Do it, guys. Will Primierano for the medium. And who's getting the small? You can put on your dog.
Small for Madison.
All right, you're coming down. We owe you with that anyway. We owe you from the last giveaway.
Small
Fueltech
for Madison, please. Elias Milky, done.
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
got that. 200%. And you're getting the hats too. We're all done. All right, Elias, you're coming down for the hats. I know you aren't you going to that bloody show tonight.
You guys have got a few commitments, but anyway, more importantly, you need to get down here. Someone get Vic some food.
No, Vic's
Lyndon
got food.
Scott.
All right, we're gonna-
Oh, we're running out of salami here
We're
quickly.
going to flip it over, guys. I'm going to give you a tour of gas racing now, and we are going to do a live.
Let's go see
So,
the
guys,
car getting pulled up.
There's
ladies and
200
gentlemen.
of you on here right now.
Thank
yeah?
you very much for joining.
So I need all 200 of you to now immediately like and share, because we're going to go and do the dyno live of Po Tung's 275 radial car, which is coming for everyone, I believe.
Oh,
so we're
man.
going to flip the screen in a sec. Let me just take a shot of this.
We need some water when we get down there.
I'll take a shot of this.
Bit of salami's getting jammed here, man. Need to push it down, mate. It's about 2 kilos I've consumed.
I've got my red hat now.
Hella. Red Hat Mafia, you reckon, huh? Yeah, Petey. That bloke. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you.
Let's get this set up. Now, we can't phone because we won't have internet that way. And then it'll drop out and then Vic will crack it.
Po Tung Supra about to be pulled up live at Gas Motorsports, mate. Breaking news. Sorry, Gas Racing. Got to get in with the new.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Alright, there he is there. Now that we're here, that's the beautiful work that Jackie did with a nice pot plant as well. This is
There's
where
half
we're
a platter left
currently
there.
sitting here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see
I'll grab
here.
a couple in my pocket for the road.
We've got the precision stuff here. We've got the beautiful Fueltech set up here. That's where they do the control up stuff. There's some precision turbo gear here. That's ready to go on. There is a big ass precision turbo right there. All the trophies here. There's been some trophies, let me tell you. There's Gas Racing. Okay, let's head on down. That's Vic's setup, so everyone's happy there. Like and share, guys, like and share.
There's a bit of food left for the rest of the show, thankfully, for once.
We're heading down the... I told you they had things set up here, right? So Jackie had set up salads and stuff. So there's that. The barbecue area is over here.
You've got the big chef there.
The chef's still going. I think everyone knows that chef. He's taken over from the Asian guy. Now that he's not Asian. Alright, so we're going. There's Alex how's it feel, man? Awesome, pal. Oh,
Yes.
how does it feel being back in here, man?
That feels good.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, that was the, we're just starting. 900
No,
first year.
not bad on...
That's not too bad.
Joe, not bad on 12 pounds. Not bad on 12
How
pounds.
much risk? 12 pounds.
12 pounds a boost.
I think we'll leave it like that.
Leave it like that, come out. There'll be about another 2,000 horsepower.
Sam, tell them we want 2,000.
2,000?
Tell them we want 2,000.
How would you want to see 2,000?
No, that was good. 12 pounds, I'm happy with that. That's good stuff. But you can see-
Just a minute, and we'll just put the boost on, and we'll wait until
Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough. You
keep
sure?
on line, yeah.
All right, all right.
Alright, keep on going.
I was only mucking around, mate. I was on 12 pounds. All right.
That was NA, that was no boost.
Get on the laptop. That's good. Where's
This is
control?
from right to Joe.
Control up. Control up.
Just hands up.
Control up.
Page up.
Page up, that's it. No, it's Fueltech, it's control up.
I'm gonna take some water.
Yeah, one more bag.
Yeah, of course we're like. Now, Joe, while we're waiting for Po to put another 300 pounds in this, can you just tell everyone, Joe, how long you've been doing this, man?
Oh, geez, I think 20 years now.
20 years.
20 years!
You still a gun?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still going, I'm still here. I must
20
say I'm
years.
doing, I'm still here.
Most renowned in the 2J world, obviously, Rotary world with Rotary Master, and I still remember all the original DVDs with the Rotary Master and things like that. But mate, the shop looks absolutely amazing. You know, if everyone, That's how beautiful the shop is, ladies and gentlemen. You've got the race cars on this side. You've got the street-driven vehicles on this side. There's weapons everywhere. What are your hours of operation? Best way to contact you? What do you specialise in?
8 till 5. We're just anything turbocharged we do.
Okay.
But we really specialise in rotaries and 2Js.
Okay.
And saying that anything rotary, anything 2J, anything 6-cylinder, anything turbocharged, we do.
And you're
Anything that's a Fueltech, we put on.
so Fueltech. You're a dealer for Precision Turbo as well.
Turbo, yeah.
So really, it's a one-stop shop. To be honest with
Yeah,
you,
we do everything.
I know that there's a guy that does wiring, and
Wire, tune, a lot.
I saw there's a machining area here. You've got your engine room on the other side.
Yeah, all the building.
Pretty amazing facility, to be honest with you. So cars come in and out. Dyno tuning. How much time do you sort of need to pull a
Whatever
dyno?
it takes. If it's if it's a 6-hour job or 2-hour, or it could be 2 days.
Are you taking bookings a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance? Yeah. Okay. And sort of how much is a dyno just to use the dyno? Do you hire that out, or it's got to be tuned as
I
well?
do hire it out to other shops.
Yeah,
if
right.
They want real big horsepower readings, or they want to tune something
So
like this.
yeah, so if you need a hub, this is the mainline hub dyno.
Yeah.
So guys, this is the latest in dynos, and these guys do some big horsepower stuff. So I'm sure that you've seen quite a few numbers on here as well.
Yeah, we just put a Fueltech on this one now.
Okay.
You can have a look around. This had another issue in it, but the best numbers it made before we scraped 1700, so we just want to make more than that now.
Oh, fair enough.
With this new
New setup. Post putting some ice in there.
It's a fresh engine. You can see the dash there.
Oh yeah. I'll get in there. We can do the. There you go, guys. That's an FT 600, yeah.
Yeah, that does everything. That does boost control, auto the bump box, engine control, everything an ECU can do. It's only got that ECU only. That's it.
Right.
One ECU runs the whole car.
Has this got FT Spark?
No, this thing's got an M&W
Okay.
because he had an M&W on it.
Yeah,
before,
fair
so
enough.
we left it on there.
Pretty awesome setup, Pope. Yeah. Be good to see you back out, mate.
Yeah, can't wait.
So the most it's ever made was 1700, just a shy of 1700. We're throwing everything at it.
So anything over that's a bonus now.
Yeah,
so
yeah. So we're going to do the same
combination and that's
Oh, look, there's no pressure this evening, guys, as well. We're going to, while they're doing that, Vic, let's just go check out some of these race cars. Now, look at some of these weapons, man. Look at this. Look at that. Siren car. Is that door open?
pretty heavy duty, man.
That's a heavy duty car, man. Wow. They need radials, but it doesn't matter. We can,
Joe's car here on 602, 240 mile an hour.
absolutely. I think they're going to fire up the dyno again. Look at that.
240, that's gone.
60240.
602, I believe, 240.
Okay.
241. So, yeah, you're getting very close to that 5 now as well.
Wow.
Obviously, Zoran's BMW there as well.
Ah, Zoran's car's crazy, man. What's the fastest Zoran's gone? 6.4. 640s in that Beamer. That's got to be one of the world's fastest Beamers. What do you mean? Don't hide from the camera.
Mr. Amandos is
Amandos is here, bro.
I just want to say, gum boots with chicken sticks in the front.
Well, we'll be seeing what happens there.
We'll be going 20s on fucking radials, this bloke, don't worry about that.
All right, we're going to pull it up again. Let's see what we do here. 1700, man. That's,
Dodge.
gas racing to the front. Look at that. Gas racing.
What power did it 170 on, Poe?
Where's
What
Nando?
power did it
1650 and around 70.
Is it
We've
loose?
got another 300 more.
Matuk and Nathan Ferrugia, bring those cars out of retirement. He's coming. Look at that. 275s, they're here. No
No
bits
gas,
in
no
here.
nothing.
There we go, mate.
6 cylinder.
6-cylinder, well done to gas racing.
60 pound beers?
Yeah, just the turbo starting to work.
There's another 30 to go, don't worry. Good stuff. I don't know many other cities that can do that. Well done, Poe. Well done, Joe. Great stuff there. The gurus are just on the laptop now. And I will mention as well that some of the grass crew were just making sure that everything's safe. People were standing behind. They're just checking to see if there's any leaks or anything here. But ladies and gentlemen, 1911. They wanted to see more than 1700. And we go from there. I told you Dominator was here. There you go. Righto, we better head back up. But that was pretty crazy stuff.
1911.
Mate, unbelievable.
Wow.
1900.
1900, you saw it live. Here we are. Gas Motorsports, mate. Gas Racing taking it to the front there. Radials to the front. Po Tung. Looking forward to coming back out. What's going on here? What are we looking at here? What
I
are we
don't
looking
want
at
to show
here?
the screen, but anyway,
Well, you know what we do now.
they're doing the data check. Data logging here. So that was without spray, ladies and gents. So who knows? He's got a record coming in. Mate.
Wow, I think 1900 is more than enough to get a job done with that. Jeez.
So that's pretty crazy. Po, tell everyone how you're feeling, man.
Yeah, very good. Very, very good. I'm very happy with that.
Were you psyched to be back in the car?
Very, very psyched.
Full noise, bang.
That's it. Fueltech. We've gone to the Precision 98 now. Mate, it's made, 200 more horsepower than it's ever had. So, hopefully, it's gone 7.0, 208. Hopefully we'll go a little bit quicker. The aim is to get into sixes.
Well, you need to go 654.
Oh, we're going after Nathan.
654 to be
I'm going to break this in half.
the fastest radial in Australia.
All right, 275, let's do it.
All right, here we go. He's going to do it on 275 as well. He's not running away from the challenge. Mr.
No way.
I told him he's going to break it.
No way, mate.
He's going to do something because he's got this bloke on his side too. See this bloke here?
Yeah, Russell.
Good old Rusty, mate. Dominator here, mate. All right.
They've had a few beers, ladies and gentlemen. So, Joe, happy with that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Is that
First time out.
obviously what you were expecting, just to have a little bit more than 1700?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, yeah. If it had, 1750, 1800 would have been...
You would have been happy with that. So at 1911, I'm sure there's a bit more to go because the boys were just saying they wanted to activate some other things later, but you can do that down the track.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I just spoke to Poe and Poe's pretty excited. He's saying maybe he can come for these guys on the 275s and try and take some records.
That's a plan.
So gas racing's obviously going to be right up the forefront again as per normal. Now we've got the Tarabay boys here as well.
Rob.
But Rob, I just want to. There's a new car coming. Is that right? Or
There is, mate. We've got the Scion, so we'll hopefully play with that a little bit and get that to where we need it to be. We're working on changing some engine and a few things on it, and hopefully we'll get there.
when does that arrive in the country?
It is here. That's that one there.
Oh, it is that one? So this is the one that we had a quick walk about. We weren't sure that was the one,
Yeah,
so
no,
we...
that's the one there.
No, it doesn't need a polish, man. It's a race car.
It's next to the beast, my one.
So we know that's your beast. What's the fastest mile an hour that's run?
Well, that's gone 242.
242.
Yeah, with 2,400 pound. That's in weight, and that's full legal in weight sports compact car. It's got a 3-speed. It's the only car with a 3-speed and a converter. So take that out of that and put a 5-speed and take 400 pounds out of it, like all the other guys do, and work it out.
Wow, that's pretty crazy, man.
Stand corrected. I did say 241. It's 242, but
242. You can't take a mile away from the guy.
I wouldn't take half of anyone.
And that's a
Every mile counts.
So Rob, tell us about the Scion, man.
Well, we just purchased it a couple of weeks ago, and so we went out and had a few passes. Frank had a pass in it last week, and just to get the feel of it. But what we want to do, we want to move all the gear that was in the Supra, put it into this.
Okay, so the 2J's going in there.
Yeah, this has got an older setup,
Okay.
about 10 or 12 years old. So
Fair enough.
What we want to do is just put all the refined stuff into it, and hopefully go out and have a few passes and get it to be a contender.
And what sort of times are we hoping for from this thing?
Well, look, if we'd like to go in the fives. Where we go into the fives, we don't know, but we hopefully, that's what we're trying to do is go a 5 in it. And, it's a new car for Frank, so get him a few passes and get him into it, get him used to it.
And then put it on radials.
Oh, I don't know about a radial, but hopefully get it to become a
Knowing
decent
Frank, you'll put a
contender.
radial on it.
They'll get into the FX, it's just a different class, and get them used to it. And with Joe and the boys, Fueltech, and a few guys around us that are going to help us out with it, I think we should be able to achieve what Frank and us boys want to do.
You've got a beautiful family, mate. We wish you all the health in the world. Congratulations. We'll just give everyone a walk around again. So there's a Sion, ladies and gentlemen. It's arrived. There's your precision turbo gear. It's got spindle front.
Rick Jones car, I believe, is that right? Yeah.
There's a Ricky Jones car there. Victor just opened the door again for those who haven't seen. Beautiful carbon floors. There you go. The setup's ready to go here. Keep everyone nice and safe. Shift light there so you can't miss a shift, that's for sure. Carbon tubs. Twin chutes, got wheelie bars. This thing's ready to go. This thing's ready to kill, that's for sure. Pretty exciting stuff. The scene's growing, ladies and gentlemen. And Vic, how good is it, mate? But the scene's growing. People are investing in the sport.
Absolutely, guys, you're stepping up classes, stepping up ties, hopefully. But the Tarabay brothers, absolutely flying. Absolutely flying. Like I said, Joe, 602 at 242. I did say 241, but it's only a matter of time they run fives, and obviously that's with an auto converter to the front, I reckon, eh?
Oh man, that's pretty crazy. I'm still trying to get over. I'm still trying to get over that we just saw that thing run 1911 on the dyno like that. Just crazy, man. There's the mainline dyno cell, and you just saw, ladies and gentlemen, Po Tung's Supra just went 1,911 on the mainline hub. Pretty crazy, man.
Have a quick look in there again.
Let's go. We'll give you another tour of the car. Like and share, ladies and gentlemen. Gas Racing has opened up their place to us. There's the radials, ladies and gents, that are going back onto Po's car. 275s. Nice dirty precision turbo here.
As Joe said, the car was made in 1750. They put a new Fueltech system on the car, a couple of revisions, and basically they just turned that out in 2 passes. So.
And oh, look at that. Beautiful graph as well. 1911 at 67, 66. And guys, look at the setup. Beautiful car. Original floor, so there's no mucking around.
Open up there.
There's your Fueltech FT600 dash there, ladies and gentlemen. Precision shifter, icebox in there as well. There's your Fueltech gear. But yeah, Vic, still the original floor.
Yeah.
So it's not cut. This car's not cut apart or anything like that. It's still original. It's all metal, man. All right, no mucking around.
Come around first, I'll place the
Great setup there.
Another 275 car in the build.
I can't. If I do that, everyone goes crooked.
Hold it there. We just
I can't. It tells me I can't.
rotate.
All right.
They admitted they fucked us up. Someone's putting their hand up.
All right. Let's go back upstairs. So, guys, this is a beautiful shop here.
Look at this old girl here, man. Look at this.
Oh, did we show them this radial car?
Does anybody know what this car is here?
This is the
I didn't know
original.
what it was. This is the original radial car.
This is an original radial race car.
Look at this, man. I'll drive this thing around. I love it.
This needs like a
Look at the engine
1
in
day.
this. Look at the engine in this. Killer. Bad four banger. Yeah, man.
That's an Austin.
That's a bad little Austin there.
I love that,
Look
man.
at the crank start here, eh? Look at this. Oh, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna
I don't know
go.
if it's gonna go.
That's hand tech. Huh? You know hand.
Hand tech, yeah.
That's hand tech.
So you got some pretty cool cars here. Let's
Look
head
at
back
the HQ
up.
over here, man. Look at this thing. I thought we were muscle cars for a minute. Look at this.
Pretty nice.
Hey.
We'll go around and show what this is as well. Beautiful GDS, huh?
Bar X3s. Look at the VL down there.
Oh.
Look at that thing, huh?
Is that a director?
Bar X2s, 3s, Supras.
They can do everything, guys. As long as it's turbocharged, and if it needs a Fueltech, mate, bring it to Gas Racing. They've been beautiful to open up their home to us, and again, thanks to Jackie for all her hospitality as well. Thanks to Po.
Guys done a cracker deal.
All right, let's go back up.
Show them the boys.
There all the boys just chilling out.
Hungry?
There's the food.
You hungry?
Oh, I'm not hungry. Vic might be hungry.
Yeah, dodge.
Let's head on back up. All right, let's go back up. Well, that was pretty exciting.
Hey, fun, 1900 horsepower, right? First pull at 800, huh? It's a bit of a tease. They were expecting 1400 or something to come up.
Well, they definitely turned it up.
Oh, man.
Woo-hoo.
Just turning it back round. What do you got? Got a few people on there. Here we go. People are telling me cutting out. Geez, look at the missed calls and stuff here. Anyway, they can obviously see we're on live, but thank you for the feedback. Well, there you go. How cool was that? Po Tung, huh? I'm trying to wind them up to put a car on there. Grab a salami here or something.
We kind of had them under the pump there, so again, thanks to Joe and Po, that was live under the pump. Under the pump, that they had just toned that car back on, to be honest. So fresh engine, fresh everything. They're coming back out. So to have that power figure was pretty amazing, to be honest. So well done to Po and the Gas Racing team. That was
1900
pretty
plus
crazy.
horsepower there. You saw it live. Guys are coming out of 275. It's going to take on.
Welcome
a couple
to
of heavy
Operation Radial Freedom, where we bring you these things live. I don't think many people have done that before on a live show. So again, big shout out to Gas Racing for that. So like and share, ladies
We
and
started our
gentlemen.
2020 shop tour early. Operation Radial Freedom.
Yeah.
We
Well, we
started
hit the
our shop tour
road.
early.
We hit the road, headed out to Wetherill Park, and you know we
It's not
gifted
January,
everyone.
but November will do. We'll be visiting
So
a lot more shops.
hope you guys loved all of that. Nice hat, thanks Jim. Hope you're enjoying your movie, mate.
John Sekiris, g'day. Troy Walker.
Paddy, yeah, man, what a professional workshop, mate. These guys, credit to them. Joe's been doing this for 20 years, family business. Jackie has absolutely put on a spread here. Paul Moit's been running up and down like crazy as well. They're one big tight
Po
family
Tung,
here.
Zoran on the grill.
Po Tung, and for putting this all together, we thank you as well, and congratulations, mate. Looks like you'll be coming for everyone on the radial scene now. That's a lot of mumbo, and the car ran 7.0 flat at 208 with 1600 horse. So 1900 there. They'll turn the gas on as well if they need to, and they'll go from there. So, ladies and gentlemen, watch out. The radial scene's getting hotter and hotter, and Po's been. He's an OG radial racer, to be honest. Him and Pazzo were sort of going for it toe to toe on the quarter mile stuff. I remember Vic back in the day.
Yeah.
So. Po and Pazzo were
He's
sort
tried
of 1 and 2.
28.5s, 28.9s. He's tried them all, Po, I think.
Yeah, and then he went to the
Back in
radial.
there.
You know what I mean?
So
So look,
I guess
he's
all-
OG, if we can say OG. In
Well, for the
radial scene
2Js
in Australia.
anyway, he's definitely getting it done there.
My God, that's a lot of power.
1900.
Without the gas, without nothing, you know what I mean? It was
I
only
don't know what's
like,
going to happen there. It's all.
And
the
look, I'll be
it's all
honest,
going to come down to the power management.
a
The
lot of
power's
these
there.
guys are running
If
like
the car
90 pounds
moves-
of boost, you know, electronic gates wide open, you know, this was a very basic setup there with the...
It actually
the
sounded easier at 1900 than it did at 800. You play it back, and
Yeah,
I
you play it
guarantee
back.
all 364 people watching
Sounded
will play it
crazy.
back at the time. So
Absolutely. What else do we have here?
Urban
GDRs?
Sunsets, cool. No, the Austin was on. Cool Austin.
Oh, you like the Austin?
That was a hand
I
tech.
like
I was
that.
trying to start it like that. No fuel tech on that one, but anyway, it's all good. Johnny Briskers is on.
Great
stream,
guys.
guys.
Elite to the front, Elite race parts to the front, absolutely, man.
Great
Paul
t-shirt,
Moit
guys.
there and his new operation, Elite race parts there, bringing all the Fueltech's Proline stuff into Australia. If you want a fantastic deal on some Proline race cars, some Proline engines, and you want them fast track, because, ladies and gentlemen, anyone can buy from Proline. Yeah?
Everybody.
Oh, you can. You're also going to wait 18 months. you're also going to get fed into the queue. And let me tell you, when the big races in the US need Proline stuff, and they've been running Proline stuff for 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to wait. So the advantage you have is that when Paul Moit rings Proline, there's a special bat phone, and it lights up red, and it's called the Moit phone, and they answer the phone, and they first answer the phone is, what do you need and how fast do you need it? And that's how they answer Paul Moit's phone. So if you need Proline gear, it's pretty much why Elite Race Parts were started. You can also get yourself some fantastic radial cars, which I was speaking to Paul, don't shoot me now, but
Here we go.
that Daniels car, no, not Daniels, the Chris Daniels, yeah? Chris Daniels, that yellow,
orange.
Yeah, that orange Camaro's for sale, the radial thing.
What happened there? Who's stepping up now?
I don't know, I was asking how much it was.
Oh man. Seriously, man. The guy's changing cars and combos even before he's at the track. I think this guy's really sick.
I think I've got in the bug.
Oh
I
man.
don't know, that's a pretty complete car.
Pretty fast car.
Oh, mate. You won't be mucking.
Nice guy who owns it too.
I won't be mucking around.
He's a pretty good guy.
He's a legend, Blake.
He's a pretty good guy. I've known him for a long time.
I know him and Red Hat Mafia are very close, Josh Ledford. So look, it's definitely something. Look at this guy. 2,000 horsepower nearly.
What the?
Oh.
Yeah, you fucking kidding me?
Hold on, Pay. Come around here. You've got to do the
Come
presentation.
around. What's going on here?
Show the people what Page has bought you. He's celebrating.
This is what 1900 horsepower and orange look like. There you go, mate. That's a happy
Head up,
part.
boys. Thank you.
Well done again. Thank you for the barbecue.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you for everything. Thank you,
Look
Jackie.
at
Thank you,
Thanks for everything.
Jackie.
Jackie's a
Jackie.
legend. The
Wow.
bat phone, absolutely, Mark Sheridan. So if you guys need anything Proline related, and
Cannolis
race
to the
parts,
front.
we're going to go to the couch
Speaking
now.
of cannolis, Anthony Speciali, the cannoli should be here.
Where is he?
I don't know. Pro Speed, where are you?
Mate,
Pro Speed, where are you, man? I told you to be here tonight.
he's watching the movie.
What movie? Let me tell you, mate. If you're not first, you're last. Now, that's nothing people don't know, mate. Anyway, let's leave these cannolis here because I've got to finish off the platter, and we'll get into that. They're probably trying to jump the gunny a little bit.
I wonder if
Big
that,
Chief has been boosted. There you go.
I wonder if that Coke is.
That's for you, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interested to know what revs Po Tung was doing. What revs was he doing there? Was it about 10.2, 10.6?
9200.
Nah, 9200.
9200, ladies.
He was
and gentlemen.
jogging, man. My single cam goes to 10, but anyway, that was jogging.
That's the second dyno pull, man.
That's amazing.
I'll make some.
Oh man,
Second pull, 9200.
I didn't want to put you guys under the pressure there, to be honest with you. Like it.
To make that power, that was the second pull ever.
That's the second pull it's ever made, yeah.
They warmed it up a little bit earlier, and they warmed it up when we got here.
In the cooler, and let it eat.
Oh, we've got to put a cooler in like that, man.
Cooler.
You see that?
Put a few Red Bulls in there.
Man.
Well, 1900 horsepower, there you go. If you don't think that's enough, what do you got? Step
Oh
right
no,
up.
that's where Elias, you're right, but that's where the dyno recorded it at. I think it revved to 9200 during the pull.
Andrew Hawkins, Arthur is here. Arthur,
Arthur who?
is that Porsche Arthur? Is that the fastest Porsche radial turbo car in Australia? Arthur Calances.
Or does he mean Arthur Tuner's Edge? Athanasios Diakos.
Oh,
Oh man, I can't bring anyone on. I might have to shut the episode down and start it again, Vic.
just try bring someone on.
All right, before I can't. The person's not here. Can you guys Can you guys
they do it on
try?
their end?
I can't even allow people to do anything
No, can they do it on their end?
unless it's changed. Hold on.
You did an update, they've sent you the bullshit file, the binary's wrong, the zeros and ones don't line up. Get Luke Skywalker, whoever it is in the background, to sort your trigger issues out, man, and get this bitch running, man.
See, I can write comments now, but I can't bring people on.
Ah, mate.
So
The only thing coming on, mate, is a few cannolis, bro.
but what we are going to do is we're going to sit on the couch with Paul Moit, and we're going to get all the ins and outs now.
We're actually going to give away our first t-shirt.
See there, I can respond to people now.
Hold on.
I can't bring
We're going to give away our first t-shirt to Aki Melandros here.
Aki, how are you, mate?
He's come all the
Welcome
way
to
down.
Gas Racing.
Come
on
round,
this
mate.
side,
Come
on
round,
this
mate.
side, Come on this side.
Come round, mate.
Now he liked and shared Elite Race Parts. He's liked and shared Gas Racing, and for that, Arcus will give you your beautiful Fueltech
Thanks for
t-shirt.
coming down, gentlemen.
Proudly
Thanks for
provided
supporting
by
us.
Paul Moit, Elite Race Parts, and Gas Racing as well.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thanks for coming down, man.
My pleasure.
There's some food down there as well. I'm sure the boys will
Thank you very much.
let you have that. There's some
I
beautiful.
noticed there's some chocolate here. What's going on there?
Looks like a good for you.
Oh, look at that.
Ah,
look
look
at
at
that,
what
mate.
you're
So
doing.
that's
Come
what we're
here, come
talking
here.
about, man.
Let's
People looking after me, man.
Let's talk.
People looking after me, brother. Let me tell you, mate, you're in Fueltech. Are they going to bring a chocolate down? No, brother. This guy is your sick cunt. God bless you, mate.
Marcus,
Thank you.
Johnny, have a seat, have a seat.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit about your car quickly.
Yeah, that's what I want him to do.
Tell us about your car quickly.
Sit down.
Come on.
Sit down, man.
It doesn't matter. Just
Doesn't
tell us what
matter.
you
Sit
got.
down. Tell us what you
2
got.
minutes with Arcus. Let's go.
Marcus, thanks for coming down, mate. Tell
Thanks
them
for the chocolate.
what car do you have, Marcus?
Ford Capri,
Ford Capri. What's in it?
565 big block.
565 big block. You got any spray or all natural? All natural.
All motor.
Huh?
That's it. I
All
love
motor.
all
He's taught his son how to say all motor. That's it. What tyres on there?
Slicks at the moment.
At the moment, I like that. That means that we have a prospect for converting Marcus.
Always, mate. It's not where you start, it's where you finish.
Now I know the Fueltech can do naturally aspirated as well, so that's absolutely problem what's happening out there too if you're looking to go injected. When's the car out?
Just got to do the fuel system and we're done.
Oh, so close.
I believe a BK
BK racing.
race engine in that car.
Bill from BK, legend. Great bloke, great bloke. So when are you looking to debut the car? What colour is it?
Black.
Black. Nice.
So hopefully early next year.
Early next year. So you wait for Christmas, do the Suvla,
That's the way.
and then come out in the new year.
That's how we do it.
Fantastic. And what do you do for a living?
Security.
Security. Wow. And you've been in racing for a while?
No.
You're new to the scene.
It was
What made you move into the racing?
midlife crisis.
Nothing wrong with that either.
Isn't that a good thing?
I'm sure you've always been around cars.
Oh,
And,
definitely.
Yeah.
I used to be a mechanic when I was younger, but Mum got sick, so I had to go work in my family business.
Okay.
Yeah, never got back into it. So,
And now you're in there. Enjoy, man. Enjoy. We're all here to support you. One big racing family, and thank you for all your support.
Thank you for coming down.
Thanks for coming down, man.
Thank you very
Much
much.
appreciated, brother. Enjoy the t-shirts.
Thanks for
Have
supporting
something to
us.
eat, man. The boys will look after you. They're fantastic.
Thank you.
Boys, all right?
Wherever you want to drink,
There's drinks, there's beers, there's everything. Great, great. I can't drink, man. My throat's killing me. So, all right, all those cakes and everything, man. Well done.
Thank you, man.
Fueltech to the front.
Hang around.
Now, take a photo at the track wearing that and tag Elite Race Parts Elise because we need to get Elite Race Parts cranking with gas racing here, all right? Thanks, Arcus. Have a good one, man. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you for the chocolate.
No problem.
Hey, it does have its perk running the first fours, man, on radio. I love it, mate. I love it.
He's not going to let it go.
I love it, mate.
All right, well,
You know what we all have in common? We were there that night, but anyway. Oh, mate. Look at that, mate. Aki Melandros coming down, mate.
I think there's another few guys coming down as
Who else?
well.
Wayne Bailey's coming from Camden. This guy got from Strathfield faster than this guy come from Camden. What's going on?
Yeah,
Speak up, the volume's really low, I'm getting messages.
Volume's very low, is it?
Voices have.
Yeah, he's talking like Big Chief, you know, man. I can't. He's talking like a
He
detective.
needs to pull the hat down a bit
The
further.
head's got to go down like about this low. There you go. That's Sam now. There is Big Chief. There he is. There. You know, and I told Asian man I was going to drop him. Ah, these street outlaws, mate. Anyway, look, who else is coming down? We've got Dwayne.
All right, well, we're going to go do a new segment. It's called On the Couch with Paul Moy.
Is it Dwayne Bailey coming down?
I don't
Do
know.
it, sure.
Yeah, Dwayne's coming down.
Well, where is everybody, man? We can't get anybody online. Have they tried to get us on? Have
We're
you guys tried to?
We're going to go do the couch episode here.
We're going to do the couch episode now.
Absolutely. Here he is. He's just chilled out.
Can we bring the chocolate or?
Whatever you want.
That's what she said. But anyway, moving forward, without further ado, Elite Race Parts. Mr. Oh boy, no stranger to the camera.
You're going to have to sit in the corner there, Victor.
You can sit there. Don't worry about me, mate. It's all under control here, mate. It's all under
There's room for you, man.
We'll squeeze in, man.
Comes in next.
No, I don't want to go in the middle, man.
Get in the middle.
You're
of
like
the
one
front.
of them kids that want to get in the middle in the back.
No,
So
you want to play corners, do you? I'll
Oh,
put
here
you
we go. We used to.
I'll open the door, mate. I'll open the door, mate.
Get in there.
You get in the ball. Break the couch. You get in the ball. All right. Where you going now, Ferry?
Sam's done the run.
All right. It's all right. It's all right.
I just got to bring the
All right,
phone
that's it.
here.
That's it.
You all right?
You've got a bit of movement now.
All right, we're good.
Can you just like move over, Cinch?
Just relax yourself, right? Alrighty, we've got Elite Race Parts here. Paul,
Yes.
when did the idea of Elite Race Parts come up? And tell everyone what it's doing and what you're doing for the scene now in Australia with your connections in the US.
Yeah, look, basically it came up because, you know, I move a fair bit of Fueltech through Gas. Gas is still the Fueltech dealer. anything that you need Fueltech wise, you're in gas racing, and you know, basically I'll hook you up with it. So the reason I come up with elite race parts is because I've been moving a fair bit of parts through Proline, just to friends, you know, at the track and people I know, and I got a little bit out of hand. And Eric's like, man, you should do this, and you're good at helping people out. I work really well with Eric at Proline, so
That's Eric Dillard, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, he's the owner of Proline Racing in the US. So basically, what happens from here is, you know, anybody needs a transmission. It doesn't have to be brand new parts either. So anything that they've got on their classifieds, you know, I can help you get it here. I can purchase it. You can buy it straight off them through me. It doesn't matter how it works. You know, last week I've sold 3 lock-up transmissions and 3 converters and 3 bell housings.
And let's be fair, Paul's got to make a living too, yeah? So I'm sure Paul organises your pricing, and your pricing is going to be better than what you would have gone and paid
100%.
at Proline.
Yep.
But Paul's got to make a living as well, as long as everyone's aware that Paul's not doing this for free either.
No, look, it's not for free.
It's a business.
Yeah, it's a business, and you know, basically, if somebody needs something that, you know, that you can't find or nobody has, and like I said, some people can't afford to buy a $30,000 transmission, so they want to buy a fresh used one. You ring me up, let me know what you want, let me know what ratio you want. I can try and make it happen.
What's a lock-up gearbox sort of worth? That you just said you sold 3.
Yep.
I know they're 30 grand new, right?
Yep.
So what would someone be buying that from you, fresh and but used from Proline?
Used and look, Proline's whole deal is they will not sell anything unless it is fresh, and they guarantee
ready
that
to
it's fresh.
race.
Yep, ready to race. So it's got 0 runs on the internal parts. You know, 10,000 US for a 3-speed lock-up transmission. It's 6,000 US cheaper than a brand new one.
Mm-hmm.
And look, at the end of the day, whether it's got 1 run on it or 10 runs on it, if it's fresh, it's fresh. So you know, if you don't have the budget and you want to go fast and you need a lock-up transmission, or you know, if you need a second-hand Hemi or a second-hand, you know, Pro Charger, or you know, these guys
using opportunities there.
These guys do everything and anything, and if they don't have it, we'll find it. So look, I've got a really good business relationship with those guys, with Fueltech, with Precision, billet atomizer injectors. I'm also a reseller for them guys. We're actually heading over to PRI next Thursday.
You lucky chappy.
Yeah, so I've been wanting to go there for a long time. So next Thursday we head over to PRI, and I've got some big news coming out in 2020. I just got to, you know, tie a few loose ends up when I get there.
Yep.
But we might go live when we're at PRI.
Okay,
and it's not just about me. You know, I've got a couple other guys that work with me here in Australia that build Australian, you know, products that, you know, are going all over the world at the moment. And we might even hook up with his live from PRI if we can, if the times work out.
Oh, we'll make it work.
And yeah, we'll drop a bomb on the whole world about, you know, what the Aussies are doing in the States.
Mate, so tell us, the atomizers, what are they sort of going for per injector these days?
It really depends on what size injector you want. You know, they make from a 300 pounder to a 850 pound single injector, which is absolutely huge.
Yeah, the 500s, what are they sort of at?
500s are like $320 US.
So they're very competitive.
They're competitive. Look, when you've got to buy 16 of them, it doesn't matter what you buy, they hurt.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah.
And you know, people ring me up and say, oh, I want a Fueltech quote, and I want injectors. I've got to be careful, because if you include injectors in a Fueltech quote, people see the quote and have a heart attack.
Yeah, of course.
So I send them a Fueltech quote, and then I send them an injector quote.
Smart.
Because, yeah, look, it is expensive, but at the end of the day, man, it's the heart and soul of your race car.
Well, how expensive is it to blow your engine too?
It's my point. So, you know, you spend $3 or $4 grand on injectors that you know work, that are the right size for your application. That's another big problem. You know, guys go out and buy, I had somebody ring me yesterday and they're building a V8 with turbos and they want to make X amount of power, and I want to run these injectors. Well, it won't last. You know, if you're doing what you're doing and you're going to ask my opinion, and it's not just me, I've got Fueltech behind me, I've got Proline behind me, the gas guys, you know, there's a lot of knowledge there that I can tell you what you need, and I know that it's going to be right, because I've been there and done that with plenty of race cars, whether it be a blown car, whether it be a turbo car. So, you know, Pro Chargers are coming into the country. Proline's really made their mark with Pro Chargers. They've actually taken over their whole business. So the turbocharged deal was their main core of their business. Pro Chargers have absolutely taken over the world in the US. They've just allowed it into Pro Mod. The new Pro Mod class that's coming to Australia does allow for a Pro Charger. So that's exciting. It's cheap-ish.
What Pro Mod class?
Okay. So IHRA's actually introduced the Pro Mod class. They're going to trial it for 12 months. It'll be run at 400 Thunder events as a Group 1 exhibition class for 12 months. As long as we can get enough guys to come in and race, I am told that they're going to put it on next year as a proper Group 1 category. There'll be championship points. You know, there's
Exclusiveness.
turbo cars, blower cars, pro charge cars, nitrous cars. Basically, it's a category built for, you know, some of the door slammer guys don't have the budget to go 560s and race at that level. If they go 590s and they don't qualify, there's another class for those guys to go to now with Pro Mod.
Cool.
And there's a class for the turbo guys to race blower cars and nitrous cars, and
Which is
pretty
what the fans
exciting.
want to see, right?
Look, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about putting bums on seats. It's about what the fans want. Door Slammer's still going to be the elite door car class. You can't take it away from those guys. They've worked really hard to get where they are. You know, I competed in it for 2 years. It's fun. It's exciting. It's, you know, it's
Massive work.
It's hard work. But for the guys that don't want to run that at that level, they can go to Pro Mod and, you know, have a play. Look, running 580s in a door car ain't for any slouches. So, you know, cars like Maulers, you know, Johnny Briskus, you know, the BK cars, CMV cars, Zoran Gass's Mustang here. Zoran's Mustang went 574, I think, on a back off on the last time. So the cars like that will fit perfectly into that category.
I said it with Vic last week, 2 weeks ago on our last episode. The sport is in a great environment, right? So the sport's growing. Obviously, there's classes that are emerging, and you've obviously got the emergence of radials that we're pushing as hard as we can. You've just heard live with Paul Mouhayet, there's a new Pro Mod class coming, so all these big cars can compete against each other. Eventually, guys, the show will just overtake where we need it to be, and the bums will come on seats. We just got to work with the tracks to help us put on these events that can make people money, including the tracks. But if it's really expensive to hire the track, Paul,
yeah, but look,
you're not going to make money.
I was at a meeting 2 weeks ago with the track, with IHRA and Greg Zacharidis, the tracks are definitely on board with this. And look, at the end of the day, these guys need to sustainability too. The track needs to survive. It's expensive to run a track. I actually had a little bit of whinge back in the day when I was hiring the track every second week, testing for slammer. Why is it so expensive? The long and short of it is, the racetrack itself isn't expensive because it costs nothing to run on a racetrack. But the ambulance, they charge the track $3,800 a day. That's a big whack for the track. Then you've got to pay for glue. You've got to pay for all you guys that work there full time. And I want to make a big shout out to the people that are at private track hires that are officials, are actually volunteers.
Yes.
They do not get paid.
That's what we said in the last episode.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. But you know what? Those people there deserve all the accolades. And look, they put their heart and soul into this stuff. They don't compete. They have fun standing on the start line and organising cars and basically making us, our life easy for us. So, hats off to those people. Track hire is expensive, but look, the track's definitely on board with all of this. I think it's definitely a move in the right direction.
Oh, I mean, Vic and I said, we'd be happy to sit down with the tracks. When Po turns around and says that it costs him $50,000 before he can turn $1 to put on Grudge Kings, that's a lot of investment. And give $50,000 away, that's $100,000 he's got to put his ass on the line, right? Yep. So not many people are going to do that. I know Colin will, and I know Po will, but there's really no one else other than the official
and that's what's important for you guys out there that are watching, to support, Jamboree, Grudge Kings, all of these guys, the private, the private guys that are putting shows on for people.
Trying to do stuff at the venues.
You really got to support Andrew Hawkins with the GDR deal. He's got a pretty good deal because it's a GDR thing. Yeah. And the GDR thing, as you said, Anthony and the Metro car have turned the world upside down. It's feast there. In the GDR deal, it's like, it goes from June to...
Well, you were a GDR guy, right?
I was originally, I was probably the first guy. I think I was the fastest
automatic, one of the first guys to do it.
Fastest radial GDR in the world at the time. It was a long time ago. I know Anthony Matuk, if you're watching, I've heard it all before. But look, we had some fun in it, and it was great fun back then. I was running 840s. That was probably 8 years ago though. Yeah. And these guys are running, 680s now, and it's out of control. But the competition's fierce, and at the end of the day, that puts bums on seats.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it doesn't matter whether it's radial. I know you guys are diehard radial guys. If it's radial racing or if it's slick tyres or whatever it is, we need to make sure that we all stick together. We all encourage people to come and watch what we do.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, we want this sport to be here long term, and we want it to move forward and you know, make some momentum. At the end of the day, I think we're really moving forward with the sport.
100%. We've got
You've
a comment.
got,
Andrew Hawkins actually on.
GDR Festival cost him over $100,000 to run, so he knows the pain. Huge risk, but I love it too much. And just so everyone is aware, Andrew Hawkins, and Andrew, I can't bring anyone on this evening.
We had him planned to come on.
So we'll bring you on the next episode, or we'll do a separate interview with you. They just asked Andrew Hawkins to run the Mighty Carmode show that was just on the weekend.
Yes.
The man does
3 million followers, subscribers.
Those guys kill it.
3 million.
I'm not going to announce what we're going to be doing. So we're going to have to bring Andrew on somehow
We need
in
to
the next
hold off
episode.
till next. We had a
Because
big thing coming
he's going to
up.
have a big announcement on what's going to be happening at Muscle Car Challenge. But Andrew was saying to me that he's done stuff for Seven Mate, he's done stuff for Fox Sports, SBS Speed Week, and I believe the Discovery show.
I think Discovery.
Velocity, whatever
Correct.
it was in the US. So Andrew Hawkins is no dickhead. He understands how to run an event. He understands how to. No, relax. I don't care, man. People don't need to see my. People don't need to see my face.
This guy needs some more cannoli, yeah.
But to be honest with you, Hawkins, man, I think your involvement with the sport and what Paul's talking about in putting together a nice video package, because that's really where the youth are. They're all on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and shit like that. And I know there's no boobies, but we can talk about that too later on. But to get bums on seats, it's all about the visual attraction to come to the sport. So when you've got the best and baddest race cars, Paul, I guess the other thing's going to be to just bring people to the seats. And I think Andrew's very good at doing that. So maybe we need people like Andrew to have a discussion with the track, the promoters, get everyone together to say, okay, guys, what's the best format to fill up Sydney Dragway, to fill up Willow Bank?
Do cheap ticketing, mate.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
I don't think there's a one thing that'll make it work.
I don't think there's a silver bullet. No.
No, I don't think there is. And you know, look, I went to, back in the day, me and Choc went to, before the PDRA, there was the, it was...
Not the Streetcar Nationals?
No.
Before PDRA, it was...
PSCA.
No,
No,
it was Kenny Nowling.
Oh, what was he running? Yeah. What was it? Not OSCA.
We've actually got mental blocks here. Kenny Nowling, anybody from America that's watching, it's going to be cursing him. But anyway, look, they used to give away free tickets. And look, I know the population's huge over there, but at the end of the day, it brought people in, put bums on seats, you know, did the track make a killing out of it? Not in the beginning, but, you know, on a Friday night when there's, you know, 30,000 people rock up at the track. Look, I remember back in the day at the old track across the road.
Yeah, both sides right down.
Me and Nassamata,
Yep.
I was in Choc's 14 and Nassamata in the Capri.
Yep.
I promise you, if there wasn't 10,000 people there on a Friday night, I'm not Po Tung. Honestly, it was ridiculous.
America's larger, right? Are we saying that we can't get 10,000 people to the track?
We say we can't get
I'll
5,000.
tell you what, I had a conversation with a customer yesterday, a Fueltech customer, and he was a very switched on guy. And he said to me, we're talking about population, and you know, we've got 28 million and they've got a 330 million.
Yeah, but not all 300 million.
But hang on, per capita, we probably have more diehard race fans in Australia than the Yanks do.
Absolutely.
So what's it going to take to get these guys to the track?
And we've got the fastest car. We've bought their fastest cars.
We have.
We've bought their fastest rotaries. We've bought their fastest twin cams. We've bought their fastest GDRs.
We've had some cars that made them go faster as well.
So I don't know what exactly what
and
it's
as
going
I
to
say,
take.
Paul, the product's there.
I think
But
we just need
there's
to.
one. There must be something
You've
that's
got to let people in
holding
and
them
have a
back,
taste
right?
and have a look what's going on.
Look, I guess the biggest thing is there's a lot of other things happening for families today. You know, there's speedway, there's V8 supercar, there's, you know, super bikes, there's drag racing. There's a million different things that you can do on a, Friday or Saturday night.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's more difficult to capture a crowd than it was 20 years ago when we were at the old Eastern Creek. But in saying that, if you're a drag racing fan, you're a drag racing fan.
Correct. You're going to come to the track.
Look, I hope we brought a little bit of excitement to Door Slammer the last 2 years, and I think it brought some people that were not so much bored of it, but are sick of seeing the same thing.
Sorry, Dwayne. He just got pulled over by a cop for speeding.
Excellent. Tell him it's worth it. Fueltech, the world.
Tell the cop to come down here. We've got some lucky
Tell the
on
cop
there.
to-
And we've got a free. You tell the copper I got a free Fueltech shirt for him.
And if he,
If he lets you off, we've got a free Fueltech shirt for the copper.
I'll
Bring the
leave
cop
it
down
to
too.
you
He
for
can
like
eat. If it's officer,
He
never
got
mind, say his
busted.
name. Sorry, fucking Dwayne.
oh man, just tell him the truth, mate.
Don't worry,
believe
Dwayne. We're
me.
waiting for you. Don't speed, man. Drive safely, please. You can speed at the track. So yeah, Paul, I think what you're saying is correct, mate. We've just got to find a way to resonate with the youth, because we've got to get the youth, but we've got to find a way to bring the families. Like, so for instance, if we bought the Canafe guys,
Yeah,
will that bring people down?
Maybe.
If we bought 5 or 6 pop-up foods that families would like to eat from, will the track need to look at that rather than just the standard foods that are there? Is it the price of food that's the problem? I don't think it's the amenities. I think the
the
amenities
cost
are
in
great.
general needs to
I don't-
come down.
The
But-
cleanliness is great.
Look,
People
I don't
look
really
at it.
think I don't think the cost of food's a problem, because let's be honest, if that's an issue, there's nobody stopping you from taking your own bag of food in there with you. So I don't think that's an excuse. But could other food groups bring different people there? Definitely.
I can be very honest with you. Just bringing the Canafe boys will bring a whole.
It'll bring a show.
Well, it'll bring
that
the show.
in itself is a show.
But this is what we're saying.
Imagine Full Throttle Friday, come here guys, we're racing cars, doing that, we've got these guys.
So you're gonna bring
pumping
new
out
people.
some
Listen,
cracker food as well.
I'll tell you what,
And that's all.
me as a Group 1 diehard racer, and I'm a diehard racer.
Absolutely.
We go to a Friday night, Full Throttle Friday, and we take one of the gas cars out and we go testing. We tested with Frank's new car a couple of weeks ago. And I promise you, there's probably 30 cars in the lanes. There's probably 150 people on the hill. But you go there on a Wednesday night, there's 250 cars in the lanes and 5,000 people on the hill. What is it?
I don't know, man.
What is it? We need to be able to get those guys with the slower cars
To
there.
identify.
Look, I know as a Group 1, like as a racer, we're all racers. It's difficult to sit there and watch a guy in his Sigma, in his Astron 1800, in his Sigma run in front of you, and he's not sure about start line procedures, and it slows everything down, and it's frustrating for us. But do we need to get those guys to come on a Friday night to fill the staging lanes and let them race between 4 and 7, and then let the big cars run between 7 and 10? I don't know.
It's an idea.
It's an idea.
It's something
We need to
do.
be doing things,
And
throwing
we
ideas
just
and
got to
trying
throw out something
Can't
to
be
get the
stagnant.
formula, because everyone's got a place in the sport, as you said. Doesn't
course.
matter if they're running 20s or 5. Everyone's got the same ability to run as fast as they can with their car.
We still have the same problem as everybody else in Door Slammer. There's 32 cars in the country. We go to the first round of Door Slammer in 4 weeks ago in November, and there was 9 cars entered. Why? Is it because people don't have money? Possibly. But in saying that, it's the Pro Mod guys, the Pro Extreme guys. We need to be encouraging people to drag their shit out of sheds and racing.
Okay, so let me ask you this. 2-time back-to-back champion. You've had the fastest turbo car in the world at one point. Yes, I understand you had specific sponsorship and that enabled you to do certain things, but even to do that, you achieved what you wanted to do. If today we turned around and the economy was a bit better, and we said to you, okay, it's $50,000 to win this event, would you race that event?
100%.
You see, the difference is a racer will always justify the investment if there's an ability to win more money than what they would normally do, right?
Of course.
But it's
But
so
in
hard to
saying
put
that-
$50,000 down without big sponsors.
Right, but if anybody thinks that we go there to win prize money,
No, I understand.
you're dreaming.
I understand.
But if you go and you say, like Po's event, and the problem here is, like you said, it's a big risk for these promoters to put these events on.
You heard Andrew Hawkins, $100,000 for
Right.
a money event on. That's
So-
a lot of money, man.
Let's take Po
Wow.
for example. It's already 50 Gs
Yeah.
to make the event happen. then you need to find another 50 for prize money.
That's right, because he's promoting 50 grand.
For you to guarantee that second 50, you're putting your arse on the
Well,
line.
his arse is on the line.
But in saying that, if you guarantee the payout,
They'll enter.
they'll come.
That's right.
Whilst the payout's not guaranteed, and I know it's easy to say it on the couch, people will go, oh, I'll wait to see how many people enter. If there's 12 cars, I'll enter. If there's only 6 cars, I'm not going to waste my time because the prize money's only going to be 15 grand. So it's difficult. It's a balancing act. Do you honestly put your balls on the line and say, you know what, I'm going to get that 50 and I'm going to make it? Donald Long, he guarantees $101,000 whether there's 2 cars entered or there's 200 cars entered.
Yeah, there's 600 entered, you know.
Right. Why? Because he guarantees he's going to
Yeah.
pay him. And you know what? He rocks up with his clear suitcase with $101,000 in it. You take that home with you.
That's it.
That's exciting
But
stuff.
but do you have a problem paying? Because their tech card is $400 US. Would you have a problem
Hang
paying
on.
$500?
Their tech card's $400 US, but those guys test and buy a tech card every day a week before that.
Yeah, that's right.
So your $400 then turns into $2,800
Yeah, I was gonna say $2
in
grand.
a heartbeat.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, their entry fee may only be $400, but they've tested and bought a tech card
From
every
Monday,
day,
Tuesday, Wednesday.
from
they're going
Monday
for
to
it.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gents, you've heard it here from someone that's done it all over the world. There is no silver bullet to the issue, but there's definitely a leading pathway. The leading pathway is definitely going to be about prize money, and the other, because that's going to get car count, and for every car count, there's going to be 1 or 2 people that come with it, and for every 1 or 2 people, there may be another 1 or 2 people that come and watch.
There's just a couple of comments coming up there, Sam.
Yeah, go on.
Just sorry to cut you off. I can't see it. Prize money, something is...
Up the prize money, people will pull up. Yep. Love drag racing, full stop. Hey guys, I've raced 20 plus years, supported Sydney Drag Race from day 1, equals 15 years. Michael, don't stop supporting. Prize money is not the issue, okay? I'd like to hear from Aaron, 1 minute.
That's Gregory there. All of the true racers will race for respect before anything else. Very true. It's not about the races, it's the building, the fan base. That's what we need. Then, with people in stands, prize money will come.
Yeah, and he's right. Look, at the end of the day, you guys were around when APSA was around.
Yeah, man. Exciting time.
And we were running 10.5.
Oh.
Man, and you know what? Hats off to Wilson, Krieger, and Habib. Like, yeah, that was probably the most exciting time in drag racing
It was, man.
for a very long time because
It was.
no, there wasn't any stupid prize money, but I think
4 big classes and
and I think
and it was just let's go.
and
Everybody was
and
ready to race.
and I think we put on a really, really good show.
Paul Hemrick said, charge the food trucks $400, watch them come in and set up. Have like food stands, you know what I mean?
I'll tell you what the problem there is, and it's not our problem. but
Proper
it is a
food,
problem.
100% Rhonda.
The problem is that I think there's a contract with the canteen and the shops up the top, and they have a contract with the track already. So you need to
So you
need to sort of throw ideas around, and when these contracts are up, introduce something new.
Yeah. It's got to be on the fly, I reckon.
Paul, it's been over 10 years, mate. How long are these contracts?
How do we know when they're getting renewed? And they're getting renewed because nobody comes up with a different plan. So at the end of the day, you keep doing the same thing and end up with the same result.
That's right.
And that is the definition of insanity.
Insanity. That's right. Not changing it. That's
Just get bums on seats, absolutely. The
know.
money is nice, but at my events, it's the respect and the fame that comes with media coverage or provide that matters. I give media exposure in all cars at Cootamundra, so it's worth going even if you don't win the prize money. Okay?
No, and Andrew's right saying that. And this is why, look, the whole 400 Thunder deal with Group 1 is, the TV package is extremely expensive. And for some guys in Group 1, they rely on the TV package because of sponsorship, because they have corporate sponsors.
Yeah, and you need it, right?
But but hang on, for the majority of the people in Group 1,
No.
they don't care. Santo Raposada is sponsored by himself.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, Zibris is sponsored by Premier himself. So a lot of these guys are self-sponsored. And do they like the coverage? Yes. But does it stop us from going to other tracks? It does, because the tracks can't afford to pay the media coverage, the cost for media. So, if there's 60 Group 1 cars and 5 of them need media, what are we doing here? Are we looking after the 5? Or should we look after the other 55 and say, you know what, we can travel right around the country, we can make it a proper national series again,
we keep everybody
but we're going to
in.
have to drop the TV program now, but let's have live stream at the events.
Yeah, like Paul, does anyone sit there and watch SBS anymore?
Well, I think they do. To be honest, they do. But let's put it this way: if you have,
But does your core base that you're trying to attract watch SBS?
I don't think so. But let's say this.
People do watch it, but I don't think it's end or be all, man.
They were watching it 10 years ago, bro. You know what I mean?
Let's say this.
It's got to be live. And
If
that's
they
it,
have
mate.
live
Like
a good
Duck
live stream like Duck's one,
Yeah, right.
WXP,
Proper
mate,
live.
done.
if they have a good live stream package and they charge $5 pay per view,
You
Done.
would you pay it?
Yes.
100%.
I'll pay it tomorrow.
I paid
100%.
bloody $12.99 to watch your last race.
Okay, so this
Just
is
for
what
your last part.
Over.
this is what I'm trying to get
It's
at.
over.
Forget it.
So if they put a media package together and charge $5 for pay per view, and you know what, put a geographical block that if it's at Sydney Dragway, you can't watch it within 20 kilometres because you have to get off your ass and go to the track and watch it.
Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah.
So if they do that, will that work for media coverage? I think it will. Can they recoup some money from pay per view? I think so.
Yes.
All these, I know we're not in America, but all these really big fight nights, they don't make money out of selling tickets
No.
for the blokes ringside to come and watch a fight. They make it on pay per view.
Yeah, 100%.
So if you're a die-hard drag racing fan and you can see there's a championship at stake here, and you want to watch last year, you know, a top fuel champion and a door slammer champion and an alcohol champion,
Pro stock,
and
whatever.
And I'll tell you straight out that last year, the same as the year before, that every championship was hanging in the balance to the Winter Nationals.
Right,
There was
yeah.
nobody drove in there and said, I'm already a Group 1 champion. So people are on the edge of their seat to see what's going on.
Mm.
Would you pay $5 to watch who's going to win the championship?
Oh, no,
100% you
I
would. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. I think, you know, we need to look outside the square and look outside what we're actually doing right now. And I already think we have a great show. I think the whole drag racing scene's moving forward pretty
Oh
quickly.
man, I mean, look at what the Tarabays just bought. Look at all the imports that are being bought.
I've only just got into import racing with these guys at Gas, and I'll tell you now, it's as exciting
Oh,
as
it's
Door
crazy.
Slammer racing
It's
is.
just crazy.
Man, we've been out with Joe's car, you know, the flagship Gas Celica, for the last 3 events, and gone 607, 605, 604, 602, 602, and it's like we're being haunted by 60s.
Bracket car.
But at the end of the day, man, it's that close to running a 5. So, you know, it is, the import scene's definitely blown up. You know, Matuk and Nader have just bought, you know, the state of the art
Oh, they just bought the new
import,
car. Yeah.
import Zion car that's coming here, and you know, Anthony will definitely work his hardest to make sure that he runs it up everybody's backside, because that's what they do. But in saying that, you know, if we know Anthony's coming, we're going to try and step our program up. Frank's just bought a new car, so that's, you know, a big deal for Gas to say, you know, we've got a really good car now. It's lighter than what Joe's car is. It's a better car than what Joe's car is, and we're going to start from scratch with it. The whole drivetrain's getting turfed out the window, and we're starting again.
You go and lock up.
We're going to put a 3-speed lock-up in it.
That's it, man.
So, you know, at the end of the day, man, there's a good chance that car will be, I'm not going to say how fast it's going to go, but it should go faster than Joe's
There's
car.
competition and the bar's being raised everywhere.
And it's been, you know, Rod Harvey goes out there and goes 68, I think he went,
68.
at 259.
Crazy, man.
That makes door slammers look stupid. So, you know, I think there's a whole different area of racing that's growing. It's not all about Group 1 cars. It's not all about, you know, the radial scene's going off. Ben Bray went up there and, you know, taught everybody a lesson with a black belt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, it's definitely, it's not stagnant. It's moving forward. So I think we just need to get on the back of the roller coaster and keep pushing it.
The investment for the racer is there, Paul.
Right?
There are cars.
Races are spending a lot of money.
I can tell you now, gentlemen, there are 5 cars coming into
Tracks,
Australia.
promoters, people, everyone needs to have no resistance and come together, do whatever it takes and get these people there, mate, consistently.
There are 5 cars coming into Australia that you guys, I'm sure, may know about, but the people don't know about.
Well, there's probably more than that, but
There's 2 new Corvettes coming that we haven't announced yet, right?
Yep.
There's 2 Camaros coming, and there's another import coming.
and there's 6 cars.
There's another GDR
Plus,
coming.
And there's another Mustang coming.
Okay, so if you can see the investment that's happening in the sport, the racer is investing. The racer is stepping up. I mean, guys, honestly, in the last 5 years, the sport's just gone like that, right? It's just crazy.
I really think it. Listen, and this is a big argument that we've had in Door Slammer, that the cost of racing's gone up too. Well,
It has.
okay, but let's be honest
No,
here.
it has.
if you all want to go and run 850s, it's going to cost you the same money because we know we can run 850s and survive and make the thing live forever and a day.
Run the class you can afford.
Right. So if you're going to go to Door Slammer and you're going to have a cry about how much it costs to run Door Slammer, you should pull your car out of Door Slammer and go run Top Sportsman. Okay? Because there's no point dragging a class down because you can't afford to run the class.
Absolutely.
The whole factory extreme import deal is not cheap to run. Look, I know how much it costs from Joe's car. It's not cheap to run an import car. It is expensive.
Oh, it's exotic.
But in saying that, it's the core of their business.
Absolutely.
So
they have to run it, right?
we go out there and try and put the best package we can together to promote Fueltech, Precision, and whatever else this business here is trying to promote.
Correct.
And at the end of the day, if the people sitting on the hill can see that we're successful, well, that's what makes, you know, the and at the end of the day, it brings other races in, and you know, like Frank's had nothing to do with drag racing whatsoever, and the guys just jump in the deep end of the pool with a concrete blocks on his feet,
And he's
with
paddling like crazy, man.
yeah, and he's got a
And he's done it.
it's sink or swim now for him.
Yeah, mate.
Okay,
Because-
let me just go through some of these, right?
No, totally. Totally.
All right.
All I can see is Vic
Okay,
needs
so
cannolis,
Vic
needs
the
donuts.
cannolis.
Vic needs donuts, he's saying, gee.
Aaron Gregory, yes, honestly, I can't remember the last time I watched it on TV. Waste of money, seriously. If you get rid of the food contract and got different food trucks in, we'll keep the price down and make it more affordable. We have over 5,000 followers and we live stream at every event we go to.
What's the entry to get in there? 25 bucks?
Yep.
I think it needs to be like a flat rate, 10, 15 bucks, 10
Lo-
bucks.
Okay, so
that's it.
Paul, everyone's
Sit
going
where
crazy
we
on the
can.
live stream. They're saying, mate, live stream. Where's the donuts? They're saying, Vic.
I don't know, there's a couple of people donuts here, but honestly, you're going to say, well, 10 bucks is nothing. Well, mate, that's maybe what you need to do for a couple of months and just say, right, we want to get people here, mate. This is what we do here. Have a look.
Yep.
Just come down and have a look.
Okay, so Andrew Hawkins is.
I mean, is that potential? You know,
Andrew
yeah, 10
Hawkins has
bucks,
said a
mate,
good
yeah.
live stream production is actually really expensive, but
You can't do it,
post-event
you can't do it
editing.
on 10 bucks for the night. Sorry.
Hold on, Vic. And releasing a polished 1 to 2 hour video is much cheaper. You would put on by multiple channels for huge views. Live streaming is too long. People rather watch 2 hours of best stuff than 8 hours of live stream. Downtime sucks. Yep. Live streaming the grandstands. Correct. Vic looks hungry. Okay, Steve Betts. 400 Thunder had 1.6 million viewers on Speed Week and Fox Sports last season. Okay,
1.6 million viewers.
it's a fair amount. LS Melky, Andrew Z, Pack RXA,
So
yep.
another idea, and you know, it's something that the tracks have got to come up. And I remembered who it was, ADRL.
I don't,
Ah,
So-
I don't believe 1.6 million, but if that's what it is.
So
that's what
you
it is.
know, back in the day, the ADRL, Kenny Nowling, used to
ADRL,
give out free tickets to the racetrack.
To hand it, yeah.
So you basically, I'll tell you how it worked. You pull up to the car park and you pay $10 for your car. Whether you got 2 people in it or you got 5 people in it, it's $10 to park your car. When you park your car, the parking attendant gives you each person a ticket in the car,
In your
free
gate.
entry into the gate, right? So there's no point putting 30 people in the boot of your car because it's going to cost you $10 to park it because everybody needs a ticket to get in. But it bought people.
Yes.
It bought people because if there's 5 of us in the car and it's $10, it's going to cost us $2 each to park it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the track's still going to make something. Let's fill the grandstand up and then say, okay, we're at capacity, we're full. Maybe we need to charge these people
Oh, we should
$10 each. As long as you're putting a show on, mate, people will pay.
Yeah.
$10, mate. That's it.
But,
$10
but
you're
if
going to do
you
something.
take Orlando and Georgia, the entry cost is low, but they own the food facilities. So
Yeah,
they make their money.
Aussie owns the food facilities
They
in both
make
of them.
they make the money from the food facilities.
On
right?
concessions, exactly.
So I understand, and so these guys are saying, look, we need the families. We want to make it cheaper for us to bring our families, right? And I get that. So I think what you're saying is right. We need to make the entry cheaper, but also
$10 each or 20 for 4. How about that? You tell me that's not going to work?
it's got to work.
$10
mate.
each or 20 for 4.
No,
You've
it's
got
not.
only 4 people, give us $20, in you go, $5 each.
No one's gonna have a problem.
How you're not going to get into?
Even $30 for 4 people.
Nah, just keep it, man. $10 or 20,
You know what I
something
mean?
like that, mate. I'm telling you. I'm not saying that's the
Look,
answer.
I don't know
but
what the
people
answer
look
is,
at that,
and
I'm
I don't
telling you.
know. I've never been to the,
If
I've
you're
never
a
been to
family,
the
you come in,
Speedway in my
sorry,
life,
Yeah, but it's full.
but it's full.
It's full, man.
So you tell me why the Speedway's full. And you know what? I've got guys in my crew that take their family to the Speedway and they say to me, "You're crazy. You should come. It's a family night. It's good fun. It's cheap." I don't know what cheap is. I don't know what it costs to go to the
Maybe
Speedway.
we've got to go do
Can
some other work.
can someone tell us what it costs you to take a family to the
I don't remember
Speedway?
what it was, but we need to look it up.
Yeah, 7 axis. That's what we're trying to do with the Slicks vs Radials deal that Krieger's going to finally put on. We mentioned it on the last few episodes, and Craig spoke to Gup. Well, sorry, Craig's organised it without speaking to Gup, and then Gup had to organise it. But Craig's going to do a Slicks vs Radials, but that's going to be the rivalry, right? So we understand what the rivalry is going to be, and you're going to have, Ben Bray now taking on the Radial guys, and I'm sure there's going to be some Pro Mod rivalries as well.
100%.
Coming up soon.
Look,
Door Slammer versus Pro Mod,
I'll tell you now that
which is what everyone really wants.
I can tell you is that there's a very good chance that when's the next Kenda race in
It's in February in Sydney.
February in Sydney.
February 27th.
Yep, it's going to be massive.
I'll see if we can.
Anyone who's never been to a
I'll
Kenda,
see if we can
mate,
pull some
or
strings,
Radial,
but I reckon we can get a door slammer there. That should go real fast.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, that's what they've done in Radial vs. the World, right? They've converted Pro Mods.
Like 2 weeks ago, Melanie Salemi brings a brand new car out,
Yeah.
destroys the
a
food.
brand new car out, and goes
Took down Stephen
86
Jackson
in the
60.
60, 886. So for anybody that doesn't
Something
understand what that
like
means, that means top fuel. 886
On
they
a
went
radial?
on a radial at 2,730 pounds.
That's heavy.
It went 244, I think, to the 330, and it went 350,
355.
55 on a car that's got 9 hits on it. 9 hits.
2,700 pound,
She's badass, man.
860 in the
We said
60
that.
on a radial, mate. And people have got 1,200
Okay,
horsepower. that
Daniel
stick it, and they've
Patrick,
got issues.
it's $45 for a family of 6 at Archfield Speedway.
Look at that. There you go, ladies.
There's your answer.
We said it. You can't tell me you charge $10 $10 a person. That's it. That's what it's going to be. $25 a person, 4 people. They're saying $100. I'm not going there. Then I need food. Then I need this. Nah, forget it.
Listen, let's be honest, man. Times are tough for people.
100%.
You know,
I look at every dollar. No one's giving it to me, mate.
The economy's not great, and at the end of the day, for the average family, and they want to take their 3 kids somewhere for the night.
They're going to say, well, under such is for free,
They're
maybe,
gonna-
but
it's going to cost you, and even if you go to a decent restaurant, it's going to cost you $250 for your family to go out for the night.
They're not going. Dude, $10 a person, mate. Walk in the door, mate. That's it. If you're under 10, free. That's it.
Guys, it's been.
I don't know. Try it. I don't know. We haven't got the answers, but I tell you what, these other blokes sure as hell are
Elias
taking
Milky, family passes, yeah, 100%. Elias, we've got your hats for you and your daughter,
Look at that, $45, man.
and I think there's a small T-shirt for her too, mate.
there is a small t-shirt there.
Excellent.
You know Elias, man. You know his daughter. Serious.
Swinging spanners, man.
I saw her under the
Under the meat
Budget petrol.
Budget
Budget
petrol.
petrol.
Twin turbo small block ute there, man.
She was under the car, man. I couldn't believe it.
No, it's good. Everyone's having a go.
All right, so that's the
like,
Milky.
like we're saying, Paul, we don't have
That's
the
for
answers,
you,
but
Milky.
We're
Yeah.
just saying people have got to do things, yeah? People have got to be receptive to stuff.
Yeah, and look, I think, if you've got a car in the garage at home and you're not racing it just because, I don't know, you're over it, go out.
Why you over? You think you're not
Go,
competitive?
go
Don't
out and have
do
a
it
hit.
do it for
No,
yourself.
It's it. It's all about
Having
have
fun, mate. And if you
and
look
let's
there-
be honest, at the level that I've raced at, and these cars that I help look after, it ain't fun. There's nothing fun about it.
Hard work.
But these other guys that have got fast street cars, or 9, 8, 7-second cars, you actually have a good time, man. You have fun. Take your mates out. Your mates
10-second cars, 12-second cars. Come out, run arounds in Street Fighter, man.
Yeah,
Have a go, mate. Just
How many
because you
times
don't
you-
have the budget, man, doesn't mean you're not passionate.
You turn up to the track in the pits and you bring a barbecue out, and you'll bring Vic will turn up guaranteed. He'll come and say hello to you.
Greetings to Greece as well. Nick Sardellis is watching us from Greece. So we've had Africa, Greece, and South Africa.
New
this evening.
Zealand.
New Zealand always. We get the
I
boys
know
from
where
New
Keith
Zealand.
Berry is. I
Need
thought he
more
was on
young
there.
generation getting
Keith
their
Berry's
hands
on,
in.
Keith Berry's on a private jet. He's on a
Private jet.
He's on a private
He's
jet.
heading to Mexico.
He's on a private jet with Fletcher Cox, mate.
Oh,
They're-
Fletcher
yeah, they're cruising.
Oh,
They're
dude,
cruising.
those-
Those two dudes
crazy.
bag trouble together.
Anyway.
There's going to be some badass shit go down when Fletcher Cox retires from pro football. He doesn't have that contract where.
Oh, 100%. He's,
You know they put it in his contract.
yeah, he's not allowed to race. Yeah.
You want the millions, man? You're not racing.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be racing either. For the money.
Not for the idiots. You race after.
You can push it on the start line where
So his new car has actually got fired up last week, and
The blue one?
yeah, the blown car. So that'll be fast.
That's a Fueltech I saw.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Georgia.
Yep.
Sorry to
What have
cut
we
you off.
got here?
We run 10:58 at 126 and we enter every grudge kings without fail. That's what I'm talking about.
And that's who we need. We need those people. And bring your mates to watch. Remember that slow or fast, bring your mates. Absolutely.
Get out there, have a go, swing for the hills.
So guys, if you haven't, he's here finally. Come on up, Dwayne.
Hold on, Jesse Kelly, our local club used to charge $10 per head. Switched to Gold Gold and ended up making twice the money as it brought more people. Well, there you go, mate. I mean, from $25 to $10, it's got to do something.
Yep.
Dwayne Bailey had a 2XL.
Dwayne Bailey,
Was
mate.
he the precision guy?
Precision guy.
That whole pack over there's his.
Yeah, he got the back.
He hit the jackpot.
He hit the jackpot. He had a precision 6870. He liked and shared elite race parts, and the rest is history.
Just here. There it is, Dwayne. Come on up.
Where is he?
Up in a
Man?
sec.
He's eating cannolis. He got busted by the coppers there. What was he doing?
That's an expensive t-shirt.
expensive t-shirt.
He could have bought 3 of those t-shirts.
7.
Probably 6 of them.
No, by the time you bring those over, they're about $70 Australian each now, mate.
Oh,
You
really?
can't even get 'em.
I can't tell you how many people go, can I have
You
a
can't
free
even
shirt?
get 'em.
Can I have a free shirt?
Free shirt.
Tell me to do.
Guys
Free
buy
shirt.
$5 grand worth of Fueltech and you can't get the damn stuff these days.
It's funny.
The shirts are always worth more than the product. You know that, aren't they?
I had to pay
With
20 grand
every
for
week.
Mouhayet.
No, but that's
You know
with
what
every
it is?
week.
I
Yes.
still didn't get a t-shirt. He had to buy it.
I'll tell you what it is, honestly, man. It's the freight to get, 3 or 4 boxes of t-shirts out here. Absolutely kills you.
Speaking of t-shirts, Operation Radial Freedom t-shirts will be ready by Christmas. Putting it out there.
What is it? All this talk and great ideas. Will anything change?
Your bank balance will when you bring out the Mustang.
Speedway is massive.
You
No,
missed out,
that's-
Speedy. We did a live dyno, 1911 horsepower, mate. Po Tung Supra. Fucked them up live.
275 Radial Supra coming
And
out.
they gave Vic cannolis.
Dwayne Bailey wants to know how to get in the gate.
Just
Somebody
walk in,
needs to
bro.
open the gate for
Can
him.
somebody go down there, mate? What the hell is going on,
There's
mate?
700 people downstairs. What gate? How did they even shut the gate? There's a
I'm
million
feeling a
people.
bit hungry, hey?
I don't know. The gate locked by itself. I'm not sure. You're hungry.
I'm a little bit hungry, Pecky. Jenny, what do you got when I get home to eat, man? I'm gonna eat something. You gotta keep going, man.
There's a whole planet. Go and eat the planet, eh?
And
That's
there's,
it. That's
someone
a
winning.
planet, eh?
There's 25 cannolis in that thing there for you.
Nah, the
Can't get
cannolis,
cannolis.
the cannolis are alright, but I'm not a big cannoli guy.
You're not a cannoli guy.
You look like one.
I'm your brother-in-law, Pro Speed, that's kid cannoli.
That's his way of saying you're a fat prick.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
ballast to the front. Here we go.
Eat, man.
Yeah, man. Eat, man. You're saying like you're not hungry, but hey.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's going to
I'm,
live anymore.
I'm heavily medicated.
Heavily sedated. If I put you to sleep, you'll be sedated.
Make a game map which lets the crowd pick the winner before the race starts.
I've got Pastor Jenny. If someone's a cannoli, come down to Gas Motorsports, Anthony.
Gas racing.
Gas racing, freaking hell, man.
It's gas racing. Get through your head there.
I said it there.
My God, we're gonna
Gas
have dramas.
Motorsports, my luck.
We're gonna have
Gas,
dramas.
gas racing, elite pro elite part. What are you called there?
Elite racing.
Elite race part. Hey,
This guy's drunk. This guy's drunk
from food. There's Uso in this or something, bro. Anthony Speciali come down. 11 Arnott Place.
11 Arnott Place.
We got stuff for you. We've got to thank our sponsors here. If we run out of food,
There's Archie's. There's Australian
Archie's
Muscle
Lake
Car
Group,
Sales.
Australian Muscle Car Sales,
Speedy Diffs. We still love you, Speedy.
differential. The guy's probably lapping some gears in somewhere for some rotary head.
Power Cruise Promotions, GUP. Thank you very much. Operation Radial Freedom, episode 28. We're just waiting on one last person.
It's taken him longer to get up the bloody
From
front gate
Camden.
than to get from Camden.
They're calling us Google Box now.
Google box. Look, mothers, Paul Paddy Monterley.
Your brother-in-law's on his way, bro.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's he coming
Where?
here for?
I'm coming.
Cannoli.
Well, you better come. There's cannolis here, man. Do you know where we are?
Jen said tell her
I've
dad
got
to
pasta.
pull
That's
up
so
the curry
Italian.
pasta.
Have you ever been to an Italian barbecue? They got pasta on the bloody.
The whole drag racing in Australia is run. Hold on. Needs to move forward as in management and promoting guys like you need to be involved because all about the racing, not lining their pockets. Well, we can't make accusations. But yes, the race
There
is
needs
no.
to be no resistance. There needs to be fresh ideas, and you got to try stuff. I mean, there's one sanctioning body that's been trying stuff for 10 years and there's $1 million in the red. I don't know. What are you doing? You're
What's
doing
the
the
story
same thing
with that?
over and over.
Is it time to say goodbye to Andrew?
Oh, look, it's a really difficult call to make, man. Look,
Pretty sad, man.
As a
We've all been part of it.
I've said this 1,000 times to, plenty of people in the sport, that as much as, I started drag racing and I was obviously racing under the Andrew banner.
Yep.
And then it moved over to IHRA, and Morris Allen and his crew are doing a great job. I think they are anyway. There's people that are Andrew lovers that will hate on IHRA till the cows come home. I've raced under both, and straight out, I couldn't care less whether I raced under Woolworths. All I want is for the governing body to do the right thing by the racers, to do the right thing by the fans,
Track safety.
for the tracks themselves, who are the promoters at the moment, to put on a good show. Now, in saying that,
Well, that's
it's
the
up
problem.
to the racers.
I mean, that's the problem, Paul. The track
Well-
can't be the fucking promoter.
Well, hang on. It's up to the racers. Well, in saying that,
Yes
it
and
can
no.
be, because I know DuckX Productions is the promoter, but Aussie Moy's involved still.
Yeah, but he is,
Right.
as a track operator.
And then you go to Orlando, the Import World Finals.
Yes, or Maryland.
Whose deal was that?
That's Aussies.
Right. So he's the owner and he's the promoter. So yes, it can work.
It can, man, but in Australia, they're not making it profitable for people like Andrew Hawkins and Po Tung to make money. So the track should just stick to what they do best, which is running the event. There's a difference between being the promoter and running the event.
I've got to cut you off. Boys, the gate is still closed. I'm a fat dude, I can't jump over. Dwayne Bailey's down there, mate. What is going on, man? Seriously.
Paul,
Can we
make
just
the
ring
call.
him, mate?
Is
The
he at
poor
the
guy's
right
out the
gate?
front, man.
Is
He's got highway patrol escort here. You know? Every time I see Dwayne Bailey, I think of Dwayne Bailey in the States, the tuna with the other thing, but anyway.
Oh, that's Tom Bailey you're talking about, with the Mustang now.
Oh, no, he's...
Can you open the gate? There's somebody at the front waiting to get in.
Poor guy's waiting to come in and collect his stuff.
Is the gate locked or
Is he
not?
at the wrong place?
Okay, so
Can
it's
someone
in
go out the
place.
front and have a look? Can someone go out there have a look what's going on?
Hey, Dwayne, you must be at the wrong place. It's number 11 Arnott Place, Wetherill Park.
Thanks, Michael Elkuri.
And the gate's unlocked and there's 300 blokes downstairs.
Yeah, there's a million people there.
Anyway, sorry, Sam, just come back to what you were saying.
I'm just having a look, because there's like a million people out the front. you know
Come
what
on,
I mean?
man. There's more people here than on a Wednesday night. Come on, what are you talking about? It is a Wednesday night. Aha!
Yeah, you're right.
Everyone's at the track.
But they're still watching on the
They're
live.
still watching here, see?
Well, we had 337 people watch us on the dyno.
We've had 200 loving guys continually
200 people
stay with
waiting
us.
for
and
3 hours. It's bloody 10
put up
o'clock,
with
guys.
that
My
shit
throat's
wagon.
hammered. No, but if you don't know, guys, there was a press release that Vic sent me that Andrew just released that they have lost $63,000 this year, and over the last 10 years they've lost over $1 million as a business. I know there's a lot of people that are emotional about the involvement in this, and I don't care who it is. I don't care if I was an Andrew license holder.
And I'm the same as you. I couldn't care less if you're on under
I don't
Woolworths.
give a fuck. I just want a racing surface that's safe. I want insurances from the sanctioning body, whoever it is. I don't care. But there needs to be one, because we can't keep splitting each other,
Okay,
because we're not big enough.
you're right, and I really don't think that IHRA have done a bad job at all. You go to a 400 Thunder event, and it's successful. I think the last 400 Thunder event was probably in Sydney in November. I think the track guys and the management at Sydney Dragway did a really good job of making sure everything was there. 400 Thunder's actually the promoter, and I think they've done a great job. Steve Betts has moved in there, and he's trying to make things happen. And he's been in there for a couple of months, but he's still moving forward at a rate of knots, trying to get this pro mod deal going. Is it upsetting a lot of the Group 1 people? Yes, it is. But at the end of the day, you don't want the turbo cars to race in door slammer. Well, you can't stop them from running in their own category.
Correct.
They're not going to take away from anybody else. And I know a lot of these door slammer guys are blaming people like me for this. But at the end of the day, you guys are.
What do you mean, people like you?
Well, I'm an
Don't we wanna
original.
ca- don't-
I'm
yeah.
an original turbo racer. I went to Door Slammer because the challenge was thrown at us. We raced Door Slammer because we were told we can't and we won't be successful. We proved people wrong, and I enjoyed doing it. It wasn't just, we didn't do it because we were forced to. We did it because we made a decision, and Moit's made a decision to move forward as a team and say, you know what, if that's the pinnacle of door car racing in Australia, we want to have a go at it. We were successful. You know, they've had to make a business decision to take a year off. There's a brand new car in a container that'll leave the US in the next 4 weeks on its way back here. Whether it's going to have a blown motor in it or a turbo motor in it, it doesn't really matter. They will, you know, start racing again. But at the end of the day, personally, this is only me speaking. It's got nothing to do with Door Slammer or the Door Slammer Association or anything else. I think that we need to bring turbo cars into the Door Slammer mix, whether it be the Pro Mod class or not. It has to happen, because at the end of the day, that's what people want to see.
100%.
We went to Po's event, you know, whenever it was August this year.
Some of the
Sydney,
grandstands weren't full.
and me and Greg Mauler went
Fastest.
561. I went 561. Mauler went 63, and I should hang myself for this. I lost on a hole shot at a 561, and I lost on a hole shot.
It was a big pass.
And I went 48 on the tree, and he went 12. So, you know, you get out of a race car and they say, oh, you went 48. You go, okay, that wasn't bad. When you get pumped on a tree with a 48 to a 12, and there were 61, 63 runs, they weren't 7-0 passes. That's what people want to see.
Absolutely.
It's exciting.
You
Side by side.
everyone was standing. Everybody was standing.
I'll tell you something now. I couldn't see Greg till 1,000 foot. So I said, you know what, I got him covered to 1,000 foot. At 1,000 foot, I seen the corner of his car.
He's coming.
And I go,
He's coming.
I might make this. Mate, he come past me on the finish line like I was in reverse. And I still went 258, yeah?
Did that piss you off that was your old car?
It didn't piss me off. It just pissed me off because I didn't do my job and I got treed.
Awesome stuff.
He's made it, man. Hey, you're not that far. You could have jumped the fence anyway, bro.
Bro, is that the old?
Come on down.
Yeah, that's
come on
no
down.
good.
Come and sit next to Victor.
Come on down, mate.
Vic's got your
Come take
pack
a
here.
seat,
Have a seat, man.
Congratulations.
So,
Thanks for coming
there you
down.
go, Victor.
Cheers,
You got
mate.
to
Thanks
give
for coming,
Dwayne.
mate.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Meeting a legend.
Thanks, buddy. Mate, tell me something. What car do you got a VL turbo there with a
VL turbo, something? Sure do.
How the hell did you know that?
Well, it was, you know, he wrote something there. We kept a tab on him, but tell me a little bit about the car. What do you run? What do you do?
No, look, I'm just building it now.
All fresh?
Yeah, BT1. Only due to you boys, I'm building a radial racing car now. So
Good on you, bro.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you building?
Leo.
Okay.
It's got the 6870 and a couple of things, but should be ready in the new year.
Twin cam head, single cam head,
Single
V8.
cam, real
Okay.
VL.
Real VL.
That's it. Here we go.
Look at the smile on this guy's
One
face.
cab to the front, one cab to
Hold
the
on. Tell him what.
It's an end of an era, but
Is
anyway.
it true what I'm hearing about what that single cam made up in Queensland, mate?
Look, I can't divulge any information, but I tell you what, mate, there's gonna be a lot of dead twin cams out there, mate. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Anthony Mutukji, that. He's throwing a challenge out there that a single cam
Single
can
cams.
make more than a twin cam.
Well, we're gonna try.
It was
I
pretty
mean, he's got
crazy.
the
What,
fastest one there. the
what I
old
heard,
GH
it was
car.
pretty crazy. I don't know. You don't
Yeah,
want
well,
to reveal
look, like I
anything.
said, we can't divulge it at this stage, but moving forward, mate, you're building a single cam.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
involved with you with that there?
No, look, JW done all the
yeah.
hot side and stuff.
Okay, there you go.
Anthony done the actual the head and cam package.
There you
so-
go.
The
there
best
you
of
go.
both worlds.
Yeah,
There you
so-
go. He's got some.
He's the
real
United
royalty
Nations.
involved.
I'm going to call him from
The
now on.
UN.
Peacekeeper.
He's a
Awesome.
peacekeeper. I like that.
Nah, so yeah, no, it should be in the new year. Al's built the box, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm not ready to set the world on fire, but
Look,
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna-
have a crack.
Why not?
Go and have some fun.
That's all I'm worried about, eh?
It's good. Awesome stuff.
No.
Tell me, man, how long you been racing?
Man, look, I have not raced at all. I've done a couple of like street meets and stuff like that. I'm a mechanic, so I've grown up with all the boys that do race and all that sort of thing. We used to run APSA. I was more pit crew and just on the side. So
APSA, they
now
say.
I'm going to have a bit of
Good
fun
fun.
myself. So
Why not?
And let me ask you something. What's pushed you now to build a race car, other than the hype that we've been involved in creating it and a lot of other people? But what would get you now to race when you haven't raced your whole life before?
the whole Kenda deal, like the Kenda deal, I think it's something I want to get involved in. And,
Okay.
You know,
So has cost played any part of your consideration? Was it, did you care what the entry fee was? Did you
No.
care what the winning prize money in? What you just wanted to compete at Kenda?
just have some fun, mate. I've got 4 kids. I'm buying a house and stuff like that, and I haven't got the most money, but I'm still going to get out there and have a crack. So.
That's what it's all about. No, I
Well,
just
look,
want to hear from the grassroots guys.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, that's the whole Kenda thing is reasonably new. So it's about bringing new blood and new events to the sport, and it brings guys like Dwayne out.
Well, Dwayne's new.
It
Right?
appeals to you.
That's what I'm saying.
It's new. Arcus is new. They're new races.
Yeah, we've had 2 guys here
Two
pick
guys
up.
that have never
they've
raced.
raced before.
Hopefully we've pushed you a little bit from the outside here and with the
Mate,
radial stuff, and
Boys,
it's
like I wouldn't have even got involved. I've got another street car that I just drive, blown 355 in a VL.
yeah,
I would have been happy just to throw the kids in that, but
nothing wrong with that.
Now I'm going to go do a little bit of
You're going to
racing
do your own
myself.
racing.
That's
Now
it.
let me ask you, family of 4,
Yeah.
obviously it's not cheap to go to the racing.
No.
Have you been to an event to spectate before?
Yes. Plenty.
Do you find that it was too expensive to take your family?
Oh look, you get what you pay for. It probably was a little bit, but like I'm pretty lucky because I've got a young family, so a lot of all my kids are
Get it for free.
Yeah, like I've got
Yep.
one daughter. She's 13. She's not really into that sort of thing, but she's the only one to pay for. The other 3 boys, they're
free.
4.
Okay.
That's it. So I haven't really experienced having to pay for everyone yet, but my kids they love it. Even tonight, they're like, "Oh, Dad, can I come with you?" So I had to wake the other 2 up to bring the younger ones here because
Yeah,
the 4-year-old.
Well, the kids here as well.
Yeah, they're up the front. Yeah.
Bring 'em in. Why
Even the
not?
missus. Like, no, my missus is out there too. Because I'd had a couple.
Oh, well,
I'd had a couple of beers.
we've got to
so I
give
couldn't drive.
we've got to give the missus something as well.
Grab the hat and the glasses there, mate. They all come with the precision
At least
turbo.
give the kids something
Well,
as well.
there you go.
Thank you,
There you go,
boys.
mate. Good
Keep
sport.
something
Thanks for
to
coming
think
out.
about.
Thanks for supporting us.
Cheers. You boys are legends, and
No, mate,
like
we're
I'm
just,
sitting here, legends.
Thank you, buddy.
Australian champion.
100%, 2 times.
Two times. See, we've taught everyone 2 times.
Two times.
Don't forget about that.
Can't forget the second one,
Don't
bro.
forget that, Nari.
I appreciate it a lot, boys. And like I said, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't probably even
Oh,
be doing
look at this guy there. What's going on here? He's coming in with a suit.
No, I told you, he's new to the sport and he's coming in with a bang, mate. This guy, he ain't mucking around.
You look immaculate.
We've got everybody here tonight.
He's going to rock up to the suit like Cole Trickle, this guy. Wait until he gets into the...
Yeah, we'll get him in here and have a chat with him.
Dwayne, thanks for coming down, bro.
Thank you,
Mate,
boys.
thank you very much. Thanks for
Much
coming in.
appreciated.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, bud.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
A couple of cannolis for the road there. Put them in a thing for the guy, for his wife too. Hold on, guys. We're not going anywhere. Thanks, mate. Thank you for coming down. Also, good luck with your project, man. You're in good hands. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I've been there already, mate. I've been there for an
without
hour.
further ado, how are you, sir? Come take a seat. Come take a seat. We try to get a few people on tonight. Look at this bloke. We try to get a few people on tonight, but Sam did an update, as you do, and yeah, for some reason we can't bring anybody on. So, having said that, we've had a couple of guests come in and given away a few prizes, mate. So, very good, thank you. Welcome, welcome to the show. Always good to talk to you. You had a bit of a good run there the other day. We had a look at the new car. Tell me about that, mate. What sort of possessed you to just start with that? Like, what was it? Just a natural thing to do? I mean, you were chasing, 7s in a street car. You wanted to run the 6. You ran the 6.
That's it,
And
yeah.
now it's just a bigger and greener pastures. I'm just saying, what's possessed him to move on and?
Well, we did a
He's in the
tour.
deep end very, very early.
We did a tour of your new car.
You sit on this side, Sammy. You sit there. I'm just going to grab a few cannolis.
We did a tour of your new car. Were you in the meeting?
No, I had my daughter's presentation. She got an award.
That's the best.
She won an award.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah, thanks, man.
So we did a live donut.
Before we go on, we've either got some of these or these. Just grab these here, mate. These are
Oh,
fresh.
no, After
Okay.
I was a good
We're going to celebrate later. Paul Moylan and Vicky.
I don't want. He's having a
So
few with
we did a
moustache
live
checker.
donut full of Po's car, and that made 1911
Yeah, I'm very happy for
on
Poe,
the hub.
actually.
Then we saw your carbon beast that you've got down there.
Yeah, that's the new project that we're working on.
We said to Paul maybe put radios on that too, but
We're thinking about it, but
you were playing with your RX3
Yeah.
on radials the other day.
no, different league now. With the Supra, it was more about running that 6. We achieved it in no time. So I was very happy. But safety-wise, I don't think 210 mile plus.
That's a full weight car, that car.
Yeah, full weight car, and no funny car cage as well. So that's one of the reasons.
Safety-wise, you went
Yeah.
for the new car.
Safety-wise,
You've got a family, you've got to make sure you're safe.
100%.
That's the most important thing.
As you know, two of my mates, Sam, God rest his soul, and Johnny's still in hospital.
Did I
recovering.
hear Johnny did a thumbs up?
Yeah, Johnny's now reacting. He's still in that vegetable state, but he's getting. It's a long process. 12 months, 24 months, hopefully.
But he heard and he went thumbs up.
That's right. So now he's.
Which means the brain's responding.
That's right. We put, YouTube and put the cars on, and he follows the phone around, which is it's a good sign.
It means he's hearing it.
He's swallowing, so he eats jelly, and it's good signs, but he's got a long road ahead of him.
So he can breathe without a machine.
Yeah, he's all on his own now.
He's swallowing, he's responding, he can hear noises.
Yep.
Brother, if you don't believe in God, then there's your miracle right there.
100%.
There's your miracle right there, mate, to be honest with you. And it's very unfortunate we lost Sam.
Yeah, that's right.
But Sam's car, as you saw,
100%. And FM2's doing a great job. 656.
657.
657.
209.
And that's a tribute to those guys, Anthony's hard worker and what he does. And he's putting the RB motor right around the world. So,
Massive achievement there, and great stuff from the guys down there as well.
Yeah, no, good stuff there. And then obviously you guys were out on the radial. Did you guys get a clean pass? I know it was very hot, tricky conditions on the Friday.
yeah, that's right. We didn't get a good pass, but you guys were there as well. The track, you got to set the car up to the track. It's power management. It's very hard with a radial.
Especially first time out to,
That's right.
to do that.
So we'll just keep playing with the RX3 as a toy. But we're going to concentrate on the Scion.
When's the Scion first coming out?
Well,
A few test days coming up.
Paul was saying that your engine's going to go into that now?
that's correct.
Because your engine made a significant amount of power.
Yeah. So the engine that we're running in the Supra is one of the top of the range for the 2Js. So our plan is
Gas racing, ladies and gentlemen, just so we're clear on that.
100% guys.
Built and prepared. In-house, Fueltech as well on board.
100%. Fueltech's amazing. I'm not just saying it because Paul's around. All my mates with rotors, with anything. The things that a Fueltech does, it's on another level. Plenty of times it saved my motor as well. It's above. In my opinion, it's above the rest. And when we had Anderson here from the States as well, gentleman of a bloke, spent the time to go through it with us and help us and do little things. He didn't have to, but I respect people like that, and that's why I'll stay with Fueltech.
Well, Frank, we're really looking forward to seeing the Scion coming out, man.
Sorry, the plan with the Scion is I surrounded myself with people in the industry that are at the top of the game. Paul, Zoran, Joe.
I think they're just saying to speak up.
Maybe they can't hear you.
So yeah, I surrounded myself with people that are top of the game. So Paul, Zoran, Joe, Steve.
Keep talking.
Louis, John, brother-in-law, mechanics. I want to get into it and actually start racing. I want to cut a light and win a season. That's our aim. And it's a big difference running from the Supra. Getting up there, just bringing it up, and then waiting for the lights to go, then go. We've got a different approach now to how we're doing it with the Scion. Obviously, paramount is my safety and my crew's safety, and that's been drummed in my head by Paul and Steve. So the car, how it is now, it's been there for 7 years. It hasn't done much. So we're going to go from the start of the car to the end of the car, and make sure that everything that we're doing is 100%. We're not going to come out to play games, you know.
You can come out and take records.
Well, that's what we're hoping to take records, and even if we don't, even if we run a 5 and we're consistent and win events, that's
Consistency wins races, absolutely.
that's what I'm learning off the big boys. So that's our plan.
Well, I think you'll achieve it. Everything you've wanted to achieve so far, you have, mate.
He's done it in a very
You've done
short
it in
time
a
as
short
well.
time frame and new to the sport, and you know you're definitely achieving all your goals with all the combinations you're going there, man.
100%, and people, it's very important the people you have around you. And I'm not just saying it because the boys, when I started with the Supra, and I love them to bits, and they're still there, and they're helping us and everything. But we're builders. I build houses. You know, my other mate's an electrician, like a house electrician. My brother's a plumber, and we just thought we'll go out and have a crack. Well, when you start running that 210, and you know what we want to try to run 250 plus, there's no second chances. So who better to have them? Paul, Joe, Zoran, Steve, Louis.
Guys that have done it before.
100%. 100%.
Very important.
And I'm learning. Yeah. I'm not afraid to
And in
say.
saying that, you know, I think he's definitely stepped up.
But he's committed.
Yeah, but there's people that come and try and achieve what Frank has, and unfortunately they don't have it. They're not drivers, and you guys know it. You're both drivers, so you can put, you know, somebody in a car that just that can't drive, and it's not because, you know, lack of interest or enthusiasm. They just don't have the ability to do it. Where I think Frank definitely proved that, you know, he. And I'll be the first one to say to you, if I'm going to look after him, and the first thing I said to him was, if we're going to do this together as a team, and I learnt this off Billy Stockland, the first thing is to keep you safe. The second thing is to not blow shit up.
Absolutely.
Because it costs money and you lose interest real quick.
Correct.
The third thing is to win races. And lastly, it's to have fun. And let's be honest, I told you before, it ain't fun doing this at this level.
Hard work.
But in saying that, I think, you know, we've got Frank's committed. He's bought another car. Gas has definitely proven themselves when it comes to the 2J deal. You know, and I think together as a team, I really think that we can take this deal where Frank wants it to go. And I don't think there's anything that's going to stop us.
Look, I'm sure if you have as much success as what you've had, and I don't see why not in a short period just with a street car, with what you guys have done as a team, it shouldn't sort of follow through because your process is generally the same. You have the same sort of process over and over, you're just doing it in a different car with somebody different, and the best thing is you guys are gelling well. You've got a good driver, a guy who listens, he responds, he respects.
And that's a big deal, yeah. To have a driver.
And the biggest thing is you're worried about his safety first, like I'm pretty sure most people are, and the rest comes, you know. So.
Yep. And look, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. The package, this 2J package that Gas provides, is fast. We've been 602 3 or 4 runs in a row, and you know, at the end of the day, it's making power. So we're going to take that, put it in a car that's better than what we already have. I know Frank can drive. We've got a crew that, you know, can definitely run with us, because at the end of the day, this is about a team effort. So, you know, I really think that we should be able to achieve what we want to achieve in a pretty short time. And let's be honest, like I said, I'm not going to say what I think the car's going to run, but it has to run 5s, because if it doesn't, it's not what we wanted. So, you know.
You've definitely obviously set yourself a goal, and you want to be the benchmark by the end of it, you know. So,
yeah, look, I mean,
if you haven't got that to achieve, well, why are we doing it?
Let's be honest here.
It's not easy, but
there's only one.
You know,
there's only one factory
chance.
extreme car in this country that's faster than us, and that's Rod Harvey. The second fastest factory extreme car in the country is Gas's Celica, and it's not
that
there
is an
because,
automatic car.
and it's an automatic. It's the fastest import automatic car in the world. And it's not that fast by fluke. Like I said, we've probably run 10 6-0s in a row. And you
be
know,
turning it around. You got longevity, you got performance, you know, you've got
100%.
reliability there. So
yep. And I think the whole package.
And it shows.
I think the whole package works. So if we can take that, you know, that whole deal out of Frank's car, and put it in this new car, and put the thing on a bit of a diet, I think it should be fast.
Well, exciting times there for you, Mr.
100%.
Tarabay.
100%. Nah, it's good. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, you want to
Come take a seat, mate. We might
start calling it a night.
might start wrapping it up.
Just
here.
letting you know they've lit the barbecue again.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
That's it. Lamb to the front.
Are you joking?
No, we'll have a souvlaki together or something.
We'll have
No, we'll have a lamb souvlaki, mate. Frank's here.
Ever since I started,
You know what this guy is?
Paul won't let me eat.
Hey,
Can I tell you what this guy is?
Vic's eating chocolate bars.
He's a barney. You know what that is?
A barney?
Yeah, you know what that is?
And
A barrel.
A barrel.
No. I don't understand where you put it. You haven't stopped since you got here.
It's not like
Yeah,
he's
it's
fat
all right.
already.
He's not fat. That's what I'm saying. Where do you
I've
get
got a
it?
few pounds. I've got to lose about 5 kilos. I'm going to lose 20 pounds for the Voyol now.
But you've eaten like you're 400 pounds.
Nah, it's all good, man. You know, man versus food, that's me.
He walked in. They greeted him with a
tray.
tray full of lamb.
Not how are you? Here, eat, Sawyer. Oh, man,
And-
she
and
cuts dirty.
even before his game, what you guys have done as well with this 275 and the radio and the whole industry bringing it together, it's fantastic work too, you know.
No, we've done all right, man. Look, we do it because we're racist, Frank.
100%.
Like, and you're part of the racing family, so you understand that it's not about money. Definitely in Australia, for us, it's never been
100%.
about money. It's more giving exposure to people like gas racing, giving exposure to Fueltech, who've entered into the Australian market and trusted people like Paul Mouhayet, giving exposure to you and your business, your construction hiring business, where you've entered the racing family, but you still need to support your business to help you go racing.
100%.
To do what you do is not easy. To do, you know what I mean? To come into it,
And
to
we
run at the top
understand
of
the
the field, and,
sacrifice, right?
and the money to just constantly keep going and going. It's not easy, but
That's another
you know,
thing too. It's a very costly sport.
it's
you know.
it's you know,
And if you don't have the right crew and the right
course.
workshop behind you,
it can easily double and triple, and
Honestly.
it'll retire you. It can take so much that you can pull away from you. You know, so
100%. And I came new to the shop. All right, Rob's been racing for 10 years, but the trust factor that I have with Joe and with Jackie and the Signorelli family, very honest. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, parts do cost money. You know, and I'm just like a happy kid. Anything that comes new on the market or anything I hear about,
hey, I bet like
Is he the best customer?
He's the best bloke to come race and go racing for. No, it's not about me selling him anything. It's about me ringing him and saying, "Listen, Frank, I think we should go down this road. What do you think? I think this is what we should do. All right, let's do it." So at the end of the day, he's got, like he said, he's got trust in us
you have to have trust.
to say, "You guys have done this 1,000 times, but hang on, with that comes responsibility too, yeah."
So you're going to have the results now, right?
Right. So if we put a car together and he's just spent 100 grand, call it, for argument's sake, and we don't go out there and achieve our goals, who's in the shit? Not him.
Who's paying?
So, but this is where, you know, everybody has a responsibility
You got
here.
to put your money where your mouth is at that.
100%. And I'm 200% confident that we can fulfill his needs, and he can go and say, "You know what? I've done what I wanted to do," and he's already done that with the Supra.
Yeah.
So we're just stepping it up.
So 6s with the Supra, 5s with the Scion? Is that where we're
God willing. God
Okay.
willing. If we run 5s, I'll be very, very happy. But like what Paul was saying, the people around you, the crew around you, it's very important. I'm like I said, I build for a living. You know what I mean? Concrete, steel, roofs.
So people that hire you trust that you know what you're doing when it comes to
100%.
building their house, yeah?
100%. So when I approached Paul and I asked him for his assistance and guidance, and same with Zoran and Joe and Steve, everyone thought I was crazy, you know. Like I went to the top of the game and I asked these guys, but the way we're setting up this new car, he's got 15, 20 years experience. Joe's been racing on the majority of people out there, you know. Zoran as well.
Absolutely.
Zoran's good, but he's only got one thing: just hold it flat all the time.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He goes, "Doesn't matter."
No, that guy there is on a whole nother level of
He is.
driver.
Nah, you're the same.
No way.
You.
I'll tell you something.
Nah, you put your foot
Nah.
through
All
the
right,
floor.
I'll tell you something. As a driver, I stand behind Zoran and shit my pants.
Yeah,
Because-
it's on another level.
Listen, when you're driving, you guys know that if it gets a bit out of shape and you stay on it, you just take a recalculated risk, yeah? From the outside, it looks worse than what it is. So you look at
Yeah,
somebody,
it's moving, it's
you look at somebody like that really drives the wheels off something, and you go, "That's a big move, man."
100%.
But you know, when you're in it, it's a whole different ball game, isn't it?
It's commitment, right?
100%.
But you've got committed racers behind you. You've got a good, really good
It's a
workshop
family.
behind you. It's a family for you, and that's
That's what it is.
that's what's important. It doesn't matter who the workshop is. What we're saying is you need people that are going to guide you the right way. Because we all have heard the stories of
course.
people that have paid 5 times the amount and not had any results, right?
Yeah.
So
So money doesn't guarantee you success.
No.
I've always said this to people.
Listen, man,
People tell me, oh, I spent 500 grand, I spent 100 grand, I spent 20 grand. That doesn't mean you're going to be successful.
we've seen it.
That is like on number 5 on the list. You need all these other things
You can
to
spend
help you get there.
$500,000.
Yeah,
but if you
you
don't have
want
the right combination,
the
and
right people,
setup,
the right.
You guys know
exactly
firsthand.
we know who it is.
But when you guys know firsthand that I said that if I was going to put a door slammer team together, the ultimate for me would be have Billy Stockton on board.
We're in Georgia together.
That's not
so-
because I've got a budget for Billy Stockton. It's because I think he's the best at his job.
That's it. You need the best.
And his job made my job easy. Him being good at his job makes my job easy. So the same goes for Frank. If I do my job and Joe does his job, Frank's job should be a walk in the park.
100%. And that's why I surrounded myself with the best people in the industry.
God bless you.
I'm not
The
saying-
time boards don't lie.
Safe.
I'll leave you with that.
That's it.
Absolutely. Oh, Joe's come. He's come to kick us out.
No, I just came to thank you guys for coming and doing everything here and
I'll come down.
thank you guys for coming and
Thank you for having us. Thanks for putting on a spread.
checking the shop out.
Thanks to Jackie as well.
Oh yeah,
She
she's the
went
best.
above and beyond for us.
Yeah,
That's
thanks
another
for
reason
being
I stay here.
Yeah.
Because Jackie makes the best potato salad ever.
Especially all
the best
Well,
potato
she
salad.
did everything, like the platters, the cannolis, just everything's made. We're going to help clean up as well. But Joe, thank you to you and your family. Thank you to the Gas family. Thank you to all your staff and all your supporters and all your customers for having us here this evening. It was
No
very
problem.
very enjoyable, and obviously we did that live dyno pool.
Yeah,
which
that was
How
good.
cool
we're
was that?
sorry if you were under some pressure there.
No,
We didn't
no,
mean to
never.
put you
That's good.
under any pressure. There was only
We all
Paul
work
was
better
saying
under
was-
pressure.
it was the
100%.
second full pull for that car. So
1900 horsepower, Po Tung coming out on 275 radials,
where's
guys.
that guy going? That
Get
guy's
ready,
going
mate. He's
to
going back to the future, mate.
By
That
the
guy,
time
mate.
going
Let me
back
tell
to
you.
but he's cooking you barbecue now.
He's cooking some lamb there, so we might have to wrap it up. I'm feeling a little bit peckish. I'm feeling a bit pumped up, you know what I mean? So,
all right. Now that we've got Joe here, any last words, Vic?
any last words? I don't know. What do you want me to tell you, man? The souvlaki are cooking, so I'm going to eat.
Well, don't forget next year we're going to have a lot of cars out there, real fast cars. And to remind everyone, 2012 I was the fastest sports compact in the world. 2012, 2013 in the world, and that's the only guy in Australia that's ever done that. So
That's
we'll
pretty
come
crazy.
back out next year and we'll see if we can do it again.
I'm sure you will, Joe.
Okay? We're close to it anyway.
You've been racing a long time, mate, and as Frank was saying, mate, you've made him feel like this is a family. So his success is obviously attributed to your
That's
success
right.
as well.
Everything we do and improve, we just go onto his car.
Joe, what's the best contact details for the shop?
Just gas racing or rotomaster.com.au.
.com.au. Okay, for both of
Phone
those.
number.
Facebook. What's the phone number here?
Well, the phone number, usually we just go off Facebook, or if you want to ring, it's to tell the truth, it's my number.
Yeah,
So,
So everyone just rings your mobile.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Send them a message on Facebook.
yeah,
Yeah.
just message on Facebook.
Email or Facebook, ring the mobile.
9604 3643.
9604 3643.
Because we've got 4 numbers, so.
Yeah, fair enough. No problem.
Okay.
And guys, you're in good hands because Jackie's here making the whole shop run,
Yeah.
and Joe's making all the dynos run, and obviously Paul's in and about with all his Fueltech stuff. Precision turbos here around the in every corner of this shop, Victor. So there's horsepower to be made.
Well, it just showed at 1900 horsepower.
My
You
God,
don't,
man.
you
Best
don't,
engine, best turbos, best ECU.
Well,
there you go,
go.
mate.
Can't go
These
wrong.
guys are on a winning combination.
And
And
we've all got history, so we all know what we're doing.
You know what they're doing.
accolades at the and the results don't lie. When can we expect Po out?
Probably next couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah.
I'm out.
He's going to go before Christmas?
I don't know. If not,
Maybe in the new year, and
It's the
he's
festive-
probably gonna,
it's
he's
the
gonna
festive
enter, he's
season.
gonna enter Kender, I take it.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be something to look forward to. So,
We've done
Kender
well.
Racing coming to Sydney.
We've done well. Okay, guys. So gas racing.
All good.
Thanks,
Thanks, Joe. Thanks
very
very much, mate.
See you,
We'll be
boys.
down in a sec. Thanks for having us here. Thanks to the gas racing family as well. Vic, we're pretty humbled, mate. We've given away some T-shirts. Some people have rocked
Yeah,
up.
big thank you to
We've got another few to
everybody.
send out. I've been sick as a dog, guys. So sorry to a couple of those people. I have to send the 6 boost stuff out too as well. I'll get onto this stuff in the next 2 days and get the missus to help me send all this stuff out, so it's not on my head. Thanks to Frank and the Tarra Bay family. Thanks again to Paul Moy, Elite Race Parts. Ladies and gents, Elite Race Parts on Facebook. If you need any Proline stuff, any Fueltech stuff, they can help you out.
Need anything really.
Anything else, Vic? Have I missed anyone?
I'm just thinking, any last requests, any parting words?
Any
Anybody
parting
not
words?
happy, bad luck? Anyone happy, bad luck?
Any haters eat a dick?
That's it. That's the best way.
The
Good job,
detectives
boys.
are on.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wrap it up. Thank you, mate. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you down there.
Sorry about that tyre, boys.
No,
Not a problem.
No problem.
What's,
You're looking
what's up
spiffy
and
there,
up?
mate.
Is there anything else? When's the next show coming up?
Okay, 2 weeks, next show.
We'll just finish up
Are
with
we,
a couple.
are we doing plasma, man?
Yes, I believe we will be coming out of there. I think those guys are off the PRI.
Oh, yeah, they're going
They
to
did tell us to jump on board with them and go out. So did Paul and a couple of other.
Hawko, man, sorry,
Aussies.
bro. I can't bring anyone on. The bottom doesn't let me, man. So,
Again, there was a number of people meant to come on. Excuse us. He's done an update.
Krieger and Hawkins were meant to be on, but we've had the Gas family here as well, so that's been great. Dwayne, no problem, man. Thank you to you and your family.
Congratulations to Dwayne.
He brought his whole family, man.
Arkis Melandros, all the winners.
Arkis, thanks for coming
The
down.
other boys there will be sending those shirts up to Queensland. Sam, mate, congratulations, mate. The guy handles all the logistics, everything behind the scenes here. He's the guy does not stop, man. He
I've
goes
been
around the
under the
clock.
weather, man,
If it wasn't for Sam, the show wouldn't go on, mate. It's his baby. I'm just here to have a bit of a chin wag, but no, mate, Sam, well done, mate. We're approaching 2 years, and next year we've got quite a few big things on the cards. We've got our 2020 world tour, so we'll see what that involves. I mean, obviously we're going to be approaching a lot more shops and stuff. Got a few fun things coming up, but yeah, Gas Motorsports have brought it here tonight.
The Operation Radial Freedom gear should be ready by Christmas, so you'll be able to buy that. I think it's about $30 odd for the t-shirts and the hoodies. I don't know what we're doing the hoodies for.
Yeah.
There'll be some hats as well.
I mean, maybe we can leave those to winter for a little bit, but definitely all the t-shirts will be ready.
2 designs of the
They're
t-shirts, and
finishing up a few
I
things
think
there.
one of the t-shirts may have Vic eating a burger. I'll just put that out there.
Eating a burger.
Paul Helmrich, man, we got through half the platter, but Jackie loaded up the platters, so I don't know if we can eat it all tonight. But
Half a platter's not bad by themselves, man. These guys picked on an olive.
definitely
Anyway.
can do the rest. Thanks, guys, for all your support. What else do we have to cover off? So yeah, next episode, definitely Andrew Hawkins talk about Muscle Car Challenge. He's got a few announcements to make as well.
Couple of big things coming up with that.
And mate, what he's going to be doing, mate, is just unbelievable. He just put on the Mighty Carmart show. We peaked
Mighty
at
Mod Car Nationals there.
We peaked at 337 or 338, somewhere around there,
Yep.
Vic, when we were live today. So numbers back up there, man, and thanks to everyone for supporting as well. Again, thank you to our fantastic sponsors as well. So we've got Archie's Flame Grill Burgers, you've got Australian Muscle Car Sales, and we've got Speedy Diffs as well.
Speedy Diffs is probably lapping gears in somewhere at some point right now, mate. If you don't believe it, go past there.
Righto. Yeah, I think Speedy's at the shop as we speak. He had to go and watch some movie tonight. Hope you ate popcorn. Paul Henry, you're the man. Daniel Moy, thank you. Thank you to Elite Race Parts. Thank you to Gas Racing, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 28, Operation Radial Freedom, signing off. What are you going to say?
Big Zarakas, man. You know what we're doing.
Big Zarakas.